We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Welcome to Global Gang Podcast, episode 26. I am your host, Alec Hunter, joined by Anthony Jamo.
Hi.
Teister Daisetsu.
What's up, my dudes?
Trevor Isengard.
What's up, boys?
And Testoba.
Hello.
I gotta ask this really quick. Hey, Trevor, how does it feel to be gangbanged by 4 Saiyans?
Feels good, man.
I'm sorry, what?
Feels like my preferred.
Well, there's 2 Gokus, a Cumber, and a Broly, and then he's...
No, this is Patrick.
Oh, man.
Oh, guys. What's up, chat? How are y'all doing today? Today's episode is rather news light. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's global news light.
Oh, because we got some news.
We got some fucking news to talk about today, let me tell you. This will also be one of those rare episodes where we will have gameplay in the show when we get to it. But as always, we're going to start off with global news. And quick summary, they shit. Like, we've seriously talked about everything already at this point.
True.
So right now, we've got the new stages of the Saiyan Trio led by Fate and the Zero Mortals plan, so you can farm up your Broly, your Vegeta, you can awaken them. We got the easy A. Same here, we've got the new stages for the Zero Mortals plan. You know, you can get these medals to awaken him to LR. Like, literally nothing new to talk about. This is stuff we've all already covered several times.
Yep. Just now
like
is
every episode this freaking month so far.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I'm still working on Zamasu, actually. I'm currently working on my 150th medal set, technically, because I've already awakened him twice. So I'm currently working on trying to get the last medals to SA20 mine, which is kind of nice.
I gotta do that too.
But here's the thing, though, that everybody needs to remember about Jamo. He's doing it for like 4 fucking accounts.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well, technically two.
technically too.
Well, 3, because mine. I
Well,
do have to.
3.
I-
It's
like,
not quite 4. I get,
all
I
right,
get you.
it's
I never
7,
include
it's
my main
7.
global anymore in these things. Like,
You have
honestly, I never count it because I always do it like off stream these days. But like, yeah, for I guess Princess Trunks and Fossey. I don't even have Fossey's account. He still has his account, I believe, for him taking it back to someone on Vegito's banner after the
So-
Global Game podcast stream.
Addressing chat really quick, Boyo wants to know where he gets the last ticket. If you don't already have it, you've lost it. You can't do the summon. I'm sorry.
That's right. You have to
Yeah.
pray to the Lord Zamasu to give it to you, and he has to just, if you're good
Go
enough.
ask Talon.
You definitely
Go
missed the
ask
log.
Alan.
You definitely missed the login or something.
Did you guys see that video that Talon and Goresh put out?
Did you lose a
No,
login day, PH? This is
You
dragging
gotta
on.
you have to spend
guys,
that.
in all honesty, the 55th ticket will not be available until part 3. It'll be a mission. You literally cannot miss any of the tickets in this celebration unless you don't do the missions, and then the celebration ends.
She's like,
Like-
I did miss a login.
So, just make sure that you guys log in every day, and then when part 3 starts, make sure you do whatever the mission is, and you will get the last ticket. So I'm anticipating that'll be somewhere around August 1st, between the 1st and the 3rd, I think, is what I read online.
Yay, I'll be on vacation.
So I'll be on vacation starting tomorrow.
Ooh.
So in upcoming news, they ain't shit, other than the Zero Mortals plan Extreme Z area, which I guess we can talk about really quick.
Hey, shit.
Yeah, we can
Shit.
talk about that.
So it's an easy area, guys. We know these. We've done them. They're restricted. Here's your list of units. I'm surprised that there's not more free to play options in this
Yeah.
list, but at the same time, it's not absolutely horrible. and it doesn't look like you have to have the characters awakened. So if you don't already have like Gowasu
Oh,
and
true.
Zamasu, but you just have Gowasu, you can use him, which is a little bit different than a lot of the easy areas we've seen in the past.
But
Yeah.
I mean, you can use Goku Black and Fusion Zamasu. Those are droppable in events, so
Yep.
no
yep.
excuses.
And you can use the TUR version of Zamasu along with the Zamasu Black or Zamasu Goku, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh shit, can you?
So yeah, so
Shit.
so feel free to farm up that extra copy like I did. It's only 43 copies of the unit that you have to farm. It's all good.
Oh, yeah.
If you think you can't do it, just remember Jave Hunter did it free to play. If
This is
anything
true.
is possible.
Yeah, so yeah, the Super Saiyan Blue Goku that just came out, for 5th year.
Yep,
He's all
Mm-hmm.
right there.
so that's 3, 4 Vegeta Blue if you haven't done that. If you haven't done that grinding, what are you?
Right.
Goddamn.
Get it done.
I'm looking at 5 free to play units right now. I can see.
Yeah, it's not a bad setup really. It's I mean, as far as the Extreme Z area goes, I feel like it's pretty decent. But really quickly,
SDR
guys,
trunks?
any additional thoughts before we scrap this and move on to the actual important thing we want to talk about today?
Not
No,
really.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I'd also like to point out that this is the first time we've ever gone through the global news in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, this is probably gonna be like what, a 30-minute stream.
No, I mean, I
Sure,
think
so whatever.
once we get into a few of the other things we're going to talk about, we're going to sit here and talk for a little bit. But
All right.
So yeah, we've got the Zero Mortals BS that we've talked about already. So this part's not in our show notes, so we're just kind of adding this in right now. JP just got a massive update to Link skills. Now, I apologize for the translations. All of the names that you see on the screen are not going to match what you're used to because Google Translate sucks my balls.
Oh yeah.
And not in the fun way.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, they use a vacuum cleaner instead.
Henry Hoover. So let me see if I can find. So like, they've made changes. Any key link that has a flat boost, like plus 500 attack, has now been upgraded to a percentage boost, which is fantastic. This change literally improves every character in the game. But then they added a leveling system. So let's see if we can find one that we're pretty familiar with. Let's take Cowards, because this is one that we were talking about before the show, and I think it's one of the crazier upgrades. So level 1 Cowards is Key plus 1, which is exactly the way it is now. Now you can level them up to 10, and when you get to level 10, it's Key plus 2 and crit 5%. That's just insane. Like, that is
Nice.
2.5 ranks of the hidden potential system for crit, because for every point of crit, an additional is 2%. But anyway, yeah. But it's not just that; it's literally everyone in the game gets this, because what's the other one we were talking about earlier? Kamehameha. Okay, Kamehameha is a great example because it was like plus 500 attack or whatever when launching a super attack, or 2,500 attack when launching a super attack. It now is 5% attack when using a super attack, and when you level it up to 10, it goes up to 10% attack. That whole category just got freaking insane.
Yeah,
like
it was already good, and now it's
yeah.
really good.
Other good examples. Oh, my favorite one, my favorite change of the whole thing. Boss character is big bad bosses. Right now, big bad bosses requires you to be under 80% hit points, and you get attack and defense plus 25%. Get this to level 10, and there's no longer a hit point restriction. This is massive.
That's the best one in the game, if you ask me. Like, that
This
one's
is
really
God.
good.
I
Damn,
seriously do think
that's
this is
nice.
the best change in the game right here, right? This
That is so
particular,
good.
like, this is so nuts.
It's broke. It's literally
like-
broke.
I think we've preached a few times on the show that we really want villain characters to get some love. This is absolute love for the villains.
Oh man, I'm just gonna throw it out there real quick. This literally gives me incentive to get the new Rose,
Right?
because that motherfucker have big bad bosses. I'm just saying.
Right. I mean, and it's literally every skill in the game has been changed. Your Team Bardock. This is a great one for free-to-play players. Starts off as Key plus 1 like it is now. Ends up at Key plus 2 attack and defense plus 10%.
What skill was that?
15 Bardock.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Like, it's a viable link skill. Majin Power, I think is what it's called on our end.
It's just called Majin.
Is it just called Majin? Okay.
Yeah, it's
I don't
just-
know what it's called on this crappy Google Translate. Was it Demon? I think it's Demon.
No, that's a different skill.
Nope, it's Majin right here. Yeah, so this is Demon is Majin. So it starts off as attack and defense plus 10%, ends up at key plus 2, attack and defense plus 15%. So now all of those Boo characters have fucking key links.
That's my favorite one, obviously.
I know, that's why I brought that one up. So, Test, you're playing on JP. You've been goofing around with it a little bit. What are your thoughts on the system so far?
I think it's a kind of a needed change. A lot of these old links were really outdated. The method to like actually level them up, it's a bit restrictive. It has to be basically you can't do Dokkan events, you can't do SBRs, because I hopped into an SBR thinking yes, this is gonna give me loads of XP, or like, well, not even XP, it's just gonna be a challenge, so it's bound to give me like loads of like levels for the links. Get me nothing. Turns out missions that have lots of enemies, they're your best bet. Like, that's how you're gonna like get like as many levels possible as quick as possible as well. I mean, it's 10 levels. It seems a bit much. I was kind of hoping it was more like 5. I think that would have been more manageable with the amount of units there are. My only other like problem is I kind of wish the system itself was across the whole game, not per unit. I wouldn't have minded it being harder to like level up and across the whole system instead of as annoying as it is and per unit. So yeah, that's pretty much what I think.
Yeah, I mean, I see both sides of the coin on this one. The reason why they want you to do it per character is they want your eyes on their game more often. I wouldn't be surprised to see something added in like the Pilaf Trove on Global at some point that would make this system move faster. Like maybe an item that would just instantly give you like 2 or 3 levels. I don't know. I have no proof that that's going to happen. It just seems like something that they would do.
Yeah, that sounds like more of a like subscription thing that you might be able to do. Honestly, the thing about this too, I feel like this, and I know nobody likes to do these events, but like obviously we just saw Trevor doing like the Raditz event where you fight like 5 Cybermen, like almost every run if you land on each of those like mines for the Cybermen or whatever. How many people in Dokkan, like in all honesty, have actually done all those missions in in like the mission section that's like, oh, defeat like 700 Cell Juniors, defeat 700 like Cybermen. This kind of gives you a reason to go back to those events, get those missions out of the way, but also at the same time benefit your characters. But I do agree with like Tess. I actually asked that before the podcast if it was like a universal thing where like every character with that specific skill, if they would get it, but obviously I found out that it's individually to one character as well, which is kind of bad in my opinion. It just feels like you're gonna have to, like, if you want like a specific unit to get it, you're gonna run the categories obviously, but it's gonna feel longer because then you have to do that for all these other characters. Like, let's say you wanted a character from Realm of Gods, but maybe that character's on a different team as well, and then you like throw him on a team and then you play with it, and then maybe he gets to level up, but another character that you wanted doesn't. It feels weird right now, but
I don't know. I need to address the fact that I feel like you just called me out.
I didn't.
You're all like, who has all those missions done? I'm like, I do.
I mean, you do, but don't get me wrong, dude. Like, I've finished most of it. I think out of I think it's like, what is it? Frieza Soldier, Cybermen, and Cell Juniors. I actually think I finished the Frieza Soldier one entirely. I didn't finish the Cybermen one, and I don't think I'm done with like 500 for the Cell Juniors. But I'm on like the last one for Cybermen, but I did do the Frieza Soldier ones as well.
I think.
So I mean, I'm with you there. Yeah, like I'm with you there. Like I've done them too, but even for a player like, as long as I've been playing, as long as you've been playing, or even anybody else who is like on the panel right now, like, I don't honestly want to say like almost a big 85% of the game players have not done any of those missions just because it's so boring and it's so tedious.
Yep.
But I agree. I mean, people should do it. I mean, honestly, I hate opening my missions and it just says new, and I'm like, it's not fucking new. I just don't want to fart this shit. But I want it gone, you know. At the same time,
go look at the details, and it won't say new anymore.
I know.
That's true.
But at the same time, you know it's always going to be there because when you open your missions, and it's like, hey, you know, you're like 40 out of 50 missions almost complete. I just want to be done with it and never see anything in that freaking set again. But it is a good system. It definitely adds a new quality of life feature to Dokkan, which is nice, and more too, honestly.
Tystra, I think you need to push the button. Thank you. This is
Perfect.
This is amazing.
This is such a great change. Like what I have up on screen right now is over in a flash, or as Google Translate calls it, short-term decisive battle. Because why not? Starts off as key +3, ends at key +3 and 7% attack boost. Like, Ty, what Link skill are you most looking forward to getting these upgrades?
I mean, you already know that I want Fupa Squad to be like top tier, and we were actually discussing that a little bit.
Warrior Women is what I think they call it on here.
Yeah. Just in general, like, I want Peppy Gals to be the best team, just to like kind of laugh at people. I really, really like. I'm still, wanting Chilai to come out and be the 170% lead for freaking Peppy Gals. I know it's not going to happen, but I want it.
Bandai Namco.
Woman
They're not gonna do it.
also known as Battlefield
They're not gonna do
Divas,
it.
starts off at key +2, ends up at key +3 and 5% dodge. Like,
Yep.
Dope.
Sounds like Kefla.
Like, I know I've joked a lot in the past about Peppy Gals being low-key the best team in the game. Peppy Gals is most likely the best team in the game now. Because their only huge disadvantage was that the vast majority of them are like just inundated with key links, right? Now they're going to get evasion, they'll get crit, they'll get attack, they'll get defense, all from those ton of key links that they have.
Yeah.
And they all already like do that, like in their own passives,
Right.
buffing each other.
So take Int Brienne, LR Kale and Caulifla, any base Kale, any base Caulifla, and then what? Super Saiyan 2 versions of Kale and Caulifla? That's
the Mongoloid
that's your
Kale.
6 team. That's your 6-person team, and they're all just going to go in and wreck. They're going to be so much more powerful than they are now.
Like, they'll all share Tournament of Power, they'll all share Battlefield Diva. Half of them will share Universe 6, which that's probably going to get a stupid buff too.
Right.
It's gonna be so good, dude. Like, in all honesty, like, I love the... And that's what's funny, is I came in today's episode only thinking that it was an interface change. And we saw a little bit of that with Trevor's gameplay as well. And that was what I was referring to, was the consolidation of passives and making the game just in general, it's not a drag to kind of go through the passives, because I know there's a bunch of people out there that are like, I've read this passive so many times, I don't need to see it like constantly pop up. The consolidation is great. I didn't realize they added an entire leveling system to Link skills, and I think that is amazing. It brings so much replayability to this game, and it brings a lot more to it that people didn't realize. This is a legit strategy game. They can't say this is the Dragon Ball like Candy Crush anymore. This is beyond, just your typical phone game, in my opinion. It's more like detailed. There's a lot more going on to the game than people ever thought. And now when it comes to units that are, brand new to the game, we have to consider Link skills. We desperately have to consider that. It's like, it's not even just like, oh, well, his Link skills are kind of bad, but his passive makes up for it. No, we have to go, his passive's great, but check out his freaking Link skills.
Link skills might be more important than passives now. I think I agree with you.
It's a high possibility, and I'm not saying that all of them are. Like, there's still going to be ones that are better than others, as we've listed already. But this is definitely something that people, I don't think that anybody really considered that this game could go like. I'll fucking
Further
say it.
beyond.
Yeah, further beyond, and it's past just phone game status at this point.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's far-reaching than that, and this is something that people could play and be like, "This is actually kind of fun now." Going through this.
So,
So
Anime
do we
Monkey-
want to just go into this?
Yep, but really quick.
Like we're all
Anime-
hyping it up.
Anime Monkey asked if we could see the tournament power link. It's right here. It starts off as key +3, ends at key +3 attack and defense +7%. It's
Yeah,
so
so
good.
I
So
mean,
good.
guys, all you have to know is like if whatever particular link like you want, just automatically assume. I mean, everything's getting a buff, right? Literally across the board, every single link of the game is getting some kind of buff. So it's gonna be good. Like, don't worry. Like, it'll be good.
Yeah, Trevor, we should just jump in and
Enough talking about it.
enough talking about it. Let's just show it in action. We'll show you guys how
Let's
it works.
be about it.
Where'd it go? What are you doing, game?
This is just.
Is it still working?
I don't know.
No work.
It was working a second ago. Like, we were seriously just watching this before.
Hey, Trevor, go ahead and
Stop it.
exit out of your stream and go
Okay.
ahead and restart it. That might be the case.
Okay.
Now, Alec, go ahead and get the thingamadoodle back up.
Yep, I'm working on it.
Alec, you need
I
to
feel like
find
I'm just ordering people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be bossy.
Okay, let's pop this out. See if popping it out will help. That's what she said.
All you ladies, just never mind.
I'm so
Hey
distracted.
guys. It's a Dokkan podcast. It's not a Tice to Embarrass Himself podcast.
But you're here, so it clearly is.
That's true. All you ladies just nope. Can't do it.
There we go. As soon as I unlock it and fix it, like, I seriously had this all set up before we started, and it looked
Yep.
good.
Yep.
Stupid Streamlabs. Shrink that. We're doing. Fuck it. We'll do it live, right?
Do it live.
Doing it live.
Fuck it. We're doing it live. All right.
look at that
here we
game.
go.
I'm gonna need you to get rid of that black on the right. I have it's OCD. It's killing
I
me.
got what on the right?
It's killing me, Alec, dude.
I was gonna say the same fucking thing.
That's fine. That's fine. There's some black on the bottom. Let's get rid of that.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Also, the Nox
Trevor.
players at the top.
Trevor's out here being all against the black bars.
you. Damn.
Wow.
Alec.
Well, yeah, it's translated. I can't read Jake. I can't read Jake. Obviously.
All right. There we go.
Okay, so let's just walk through, bait the link stuff first, and we'll go through the other quality of life changes. So first off, is my team going? So we'll just go through the normal changes. Everything else is normal till you get to the links. Okay. So now you'll immediately see this is quite a bit different than it normally is. So normally you just have them all listed down as a line here. But now they're listed like this, and if you click them, it'll tell you what they do at their current level. So like level 1, this is for Master of Magic, so you get attack plus 50%. It'll also tell you who you own first that have that link, and it'll tell you every other unit in the game that has that link, so you can, team building opportunities and stuff. So that's great. So then when you level it up, so like Mod Direction Plan, it starts out as Key +2, and I have a level 2, so it gave me a 2% defense buff. So that will obviously go up to whatever, 5 or 10, whatever the fuck it gives you. I don't know. But it's, whatever it goes to, it'll go up. So that's basically it, and that is literally for, everyone. So like everybody has that. And I've been playing with this team a little bit today, so I got a little, level 3 over here, and it's just going to slowly, incrementally go up. So, and this is per unit, mind you. So this, like, Infinite Generation for Boo that I have here is level 2, right? So he's HP +3, defense +1%, and I'm pretty sure I don't have that on this Boo. So, yeah, so his is just level 1, so he only gets the level 3. It's per unit, so when they're linked together, he'll only get the HP plus 3, but the Tech Boo will get the defense plus 1%. Does that make sense? Like each of them individually will get what they want. But yeah, it's super easy for team building. Like you can see literally everybody who has every link that you want. It's awesome. So that's links, right? So now we'll go into other quality of lives that we've discovered. I don't even know if there's more in this, but like if you want to search for units, right? So now if you go to your category, you have your normal category list, right? So the option on the left, you know these two options up here on the top. So on the left is you can do, say you want to do, we'll just do Universe, Survival Saga, and Realm of Gods. Those are in similar categories, right? So if you do it on the right, I'll just start with that. The right is like the normal way you're used to. It'll show every single unit in both of those categories, right? So there you go. Everybody in Realm of Gods and Universe, Survival Saga, right? Cool. So if you do the option on the left, it will only show units that share those categories. So just these two that I have. But you see my point. Like these two are the only two units that I have that share both of those categories.
Flexing your blue boys, I see.
Yeah. So difference is quite noticeable with that, right? But so that's that. And you can get pretty hard on that. We won't go super hardcore. But you can search. The filtering options are way, way better than they were. So now let's get into how you level. I'll just go into that Radisson because we were talking about it because it's the best. But we don't have to go through the whole thing because it can take a while. But okay, so the way that these links level up is per engagement. So say if I just went to the one Sidemen over here, it's going to be for that one. Even though it's a multi-phase fight, I'm going to have to fight a million Sidemen. It's only going to count one time. So however many levels up I'm going to get is going to be for that one engagement. So, which like Tess was saying earlier, it's kind of random of what you're going to get. So like not every unit's going to level up every time. Not every link skill is going to level up every time. It's just going to pick and choose what it wants. It's just a random shit. And the units don't have to be on the turn, or they don't have to be on the rotation. They don't have to actually do anything. They just have to be on the team to get it, and we'll demonstrate that. So first, this is the new passive. That's all that happens. It doesn't go through. I love
that so much.
It doesn't go through individually and show you each individual passive, because hopefully we've played the game enough to know what their passives do. But if you don't know, read the card.
And it's turn counter at the bottom too.
Oh yeah, and turn counter. Right. So you can see the turn counter right here. So we're on turn 1. And after, actually, Vegito might kill him. Yeah.
Like, just the quality of life improvements, the turn counters, the improved link skill stuff, those are really nice. Add into that this change of the actual link skill leveling, and this might be the best feature update we've ever had in the game.
Definitely. So, like now that we're in here, right? This is a normal end screen, right? You get the XP that you normally gain, right? But now you click again, and this is your link skill level up screen. So as you see, I got STR Boo. He wasn't on rotation, right? It was Tech, Majin Vegeta, Tech Boo, and Katara. So he wasn't even on it. He still got it though. So he got leveled up Rubo down. We got Over in a Flash leveled up here, and just those two. That's it. Even though the Tech Boo and even though Tech Boo was on rotation, he didn't get anything. So that's just, it's random. So in our next fight, we have new things to unveil. Passives, right? Cool. So also, if you click and hold a unit, you can see what links are currently active with the rotations that they're currently in. So as you can see, with my two Daburas paired together, they are pretty good. Like they have Brutal Beatdown, Master of Magic, Monster Play, Nightmare, and Fear and Faith, right? Great, awesome. But if I move Dabura off rotation and he links with Boo, he's obviously going to lose Master of Magic Resurrection plan, but gains Fierce Battle, so that's cool. But so it's kind of, you can see visually what everyone's going to get, so you can plan your rotations a lot better that way. Also, you can click and hold a unit at the enemy, and you can see what they currently have affected to them. So they have, their defense lowered, and I don't know if it'll tell you. I mean, there's greatly lower defense and stuff like that. So I don't know how far deep this goes. Of course, it's in JP2, so I can't tell for sure. But it'll have at least that. It'll tell you if they're. I'm assuming up here would tell you if they're immune to stun or they're immune to sealing or stuff like that. I'm sure that would be up here.
Yeah,
This is going to be really useful with this in Super Battle Road. Or not in Super Battle Road, in Ultimate Clash for sure.
Yeah, in Ultimate Clash for sure. So you can, instead of having to be like, oh shit, I don't remember, can he be stunned or whatever, you can check up here.
Yeah.
And yep, so there's that. And we'll just go through.
It's definitely a nice way to tell you what's going on in every fight.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Keep you posted.
My understanding of the leveling is that it is a random chance for any character on the team to level up their Link skill after a single fight. The higher you go up in levels, like getting to level 10 is going to be a smaller chance than getting to level 9. So on and so forth. Like, getting the first few is going to be easy, getting like the last 5 is probably going to take multiple tries. But it's not based on any kind of XP system, it's literally just random chance.
So as you can see, we just changed to turn 2, and now we're on turn 2. And it tells me that. So that's great. And again, you can see the Link skills, right? So that's cool.
That's a
now
huge update too.
Yeah, they replace one of these with Over and a Flash together later. I don't know what that's going to be, but in case you're curious. So again, keep in mind that even though Tech Majin Vegeta has Over and a Flash at level 2, Goku does not. So Vegeta will get the Ki plus 3 and a little bit of attack, right? But Goku will not. He'll just have the Ki plus 3. He won't have the attack buff because his isn't leveled. Right? Okay, oh yeah, but I forgot they buff Legendary Power. Oh
yeah, Legendary Power.
Yeah, so yeah, he got Super Saiyan. So he actually got 2. See, this is a cool. You can get multiple for a unit if you're lucky. So he got Saiyan Pride and Supreme Power leveled up together. So they'll still link with lower level Link skills. They just
the effect will be greater for the character.
The effect will be different. Yeah, exactly. Also, something to note real quick as well, healing passives, they did change those, as far as I'm aware. Now, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I was reading somewhere where it said that, say like Majin, or not Majin, Infinite Regeneration, right? It heals 3%. It'll only do 3%, not 6 if you have them both linked, right?
Yeah, so that basically stops the Namekians and Beast/Beerus combo, like essentially healing you 20% every turn.
Yeah.
That's a slight nerf that's come with it, but I guess we're gonna have to deal with it.
Tess, there was another nerf, right, with Key Link skills?
I think it was something to do with the third slot. I think if you put a unit in the third slot and it's something like the first unit gives a key link to the second, but if the second one's not leveled up, it doesn't pass on to the third. I'll still have to do a little bit more looking into it.
Yeah, I'm still looking in the background.
That was the quick sort of idea that I got from it.
Okay, cool. So this is also a cool thing to touch on as well. If you notice, their transformation link skills got leveled. So even though they didn't actually transform, I'm getting all that shit. When they transform, a lot of units change link skills, right? Like Goku and like Boo, for example. So Boo's, when he's Buuhan, got his shocking speed leveled up. And limit breaking form for Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So
yeah, and you also have the arrow there too on Goku.
What do you mean the arrow?
On the left side of the In Goku, he has like an arrow as
Oh,
well.
because he gained so he gained
Yeah.
Kamehameha and Fierce Battle, and he also gained Limit Breaking Form for his other form.
Okay, I found the change that they made to key link skills. So the person in the middle slot no longer gains double effect. So like if you're using Shocking Speed, which is key +2, and all 3 people have key +2, how it currently works in global is the first person will get 2 key, the second person will get 4 key, and the last person will get 2 key, because that middle person's affected by both the first and the third with that link skill. With this change, they've cut that. So now all of them will only get 2 instead of the middle one getting 4. So that's the big negative with this change. But I feel overall it's a net positive.
Yeah, I think I'm cool with the little trade-offs like losing the double stuff like that. Well, what about, does like attack links work like that? Have they always been just single?
Don't know. I don't know
been...
the actual math of it, but from what I'm reading, it sounds like this just brings key links in line with every other link. So I think that's true. Like every other link does not affect the middle person twice, and they're just now bringing key in line with that.
Sweet. So yeah, I mean, while we're watching me just do this, I mean, does anybody have any questions? Any thoughts y'all want to add as panelists? Chat can feel free to ask anything.
Yeah, I mean, basically at this point, guys, we're into the chat discussion portion of the show because we're done with news. So
Yeah.
Congratulations on the shortest news segments ever. 40 minutes to cover everything we need to talk about this week. Let's hang out with chat for a little while.
Can you nudge down the game a little bit on your screen, Alec? Because there's still like some red showing underneath
Oh my
the
god,
game.
you're so picky.
Yeah. Just like nudge it down.
Give me just a second here.
So I mean, this is just me, but I immediately noticed just now that my Tech Boo didn't get the additional key because he normally would have. Because I play the team all the time, but he would have had max key almost right there, and he did not. So not a huge deal. I mean, just get more orbs, but
Yeah.
There you go, I fixed it.
does every link skill have a chance to level up even if the unit has not a rotation? Exactly. Yeah. So if you'll notice, I don't like this. This is usually a 2-turn thing, so there's going to be a unit that probably didn't get any play, but they will. They'll still. It's just randomly for anyone on the team has a chance to level up.
Okay, as far as when Global will get this, according to the French data miners, I want to say it was Team Dokener. I don't remember who exactly posted it, but Global should have this by the end of August.
Yeah, so this is on JP now, but they're trying to make this as soon as possible on Global as well. So that's
I think they're gonna push it alongside the celebration for the 350 million download, and we're also gonna get some sort of weird co-op missions. I think we don't know any more details.
Yeah, the co-op and the versus missions.
Yeah, so
we're getting both. Like work together and work against each other.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's why we're getting the link skill update pushed quicker to us, along with all this other quality of life stuff.
Well, they've been doing that. They've been doing quality of life a lot sooner.
Yeah, so usually it takes like 6 weeks instead of 6 months. I don't know if PvP will ever come to this game, Broly, but if it does, that will be the day that I quit.
Yep, I don't think
I was gonna say the same thing.
I
literally
do
just
hopefully
never
not support gacha games that focus on PvP. I don't
either.
It's an unfair have versus have not situation. Because the second they introduce PvP, people like Truth, Nolar, Goresh, they're just going to dominate everything. So, PvP and trading will destroy this game. Quote me on it.
You're right.
Trevor.
Yeah.
Right. I was going to ask, your team, they've mostly got like different links, haven't they? How about...
No. So if I plan my rotations right, it works a lot better than. You have to give it a second.
What I mean is, when you actually get the level link up.
Oh yeah.
Because I think I just realized, well, I don't know if it's intentional, but I've just got 5 out of 6 units. Well, no, sorry. Yeah, 5 out of 6 units get signature pose and shattering the limit. So the ones that are sharing those links are getting them.
Oh really?
Whereas when I had, yeah. So whereas when I had a team that was a bit more random with the links, not random, but like still synergized, you know, if it makes sense. Their link, like they were a bit more random, as in one person got the link upgrade instead. But I'm doing it with a special poses team, so a lot of them share signature pose, and it's leveling up at the same time for each one of them. Maybe it's just a fluke, but I guess I'll
Yeah,
keep
I mean
going and
maybe.
we'll find out.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish they had like a more like defined way to do it.
So,
Yeah.
Going back to chat really quick, Broly asks if they add PvP but don't make it focused, just let it be like a side thing like tournaments, or is that still a no-no? For me, it's still a no-no because there's no way that they would introduce PvP into this game without putting a massive reward structure behind it.
There's no way it wouldn't be a huge deal.
Yeah, I mean,
They have to.
terrible, in my opinion. When it comes to our 120 leads getting easy A's, do you think it'll be for Dokkanfest exclusives and new summonable LRs to be even more busted, or as busted as units like Strength Cooler, Strength Kepler, or somewhere close to the 5-year LRs?
Well, I can touch on this real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
So, I mean, the only thing we can go off right now is the 120 Easy A Broly, right? He didn't really change a whole lot, right? Everyone was expecting, oh, they're going to take the defense away and they can make him really good, right? They just buffed his attack. They gave him a defense, right? They buffed his attack a little bit, gave him some defense, but they still lowered it. So he wasn't like game changing, right? He was still pretty much the same unit he was, just better, right? So that's what I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be pretty much the exact same that they are right now, just better, right? They're not going to. It's not going to be like a Vegeta Blue type of change, right? Where they were all like, "Holy shit, he's a whole nother unit doing a whole bunch of crazy shit," right? It's this. I think it's going to be the same thing, just better. That's it. I don't think they're going to go off. Because if they do go off and make every unit like God tier, I mean, like Janemba is going to be busted either way. Like they could do hardly anything; he's going to be busted because he's going to have better stats, right? So, I mean, they can't go too hard, or it's going to be... It'll make them the best units in the game. Like, they'll outdo LRs and shit.
See, the thing is, with this change, the best units in the game are going to stay the best units in the game. But more importantly, the units that everyone considers as fodder or trash are going to become viable. Like, you know, those year 1 cards that are getting easy A's that are still not great. With this change to link skills, it's going to make everything so much better. Like, those quote-unquote garbage units will be able to come in and do some decent numbers.
Yeah, I think it just opens a lot of doors for team building options.
Yeah. I think this is also kind of a front-end change for making changes to the way that cards actually work. I think they're going to start doing things to improve to increase the longevity of the game. Like, I was really concerned because they were like, oh, you have to log in for 2,000 days in order to get the medals for 1,000-day Goku. Okay, first off, I won't have my 1,000-day Goku until April 8th of 2022 if I don't miss any login days, which means that I won't have the EZA form until January 2nd, 2025. And, like, seriously, if you think about it, it's 2020 right now. Is this game going to be around in another 4.5 years? This change gives me hope that it might.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh, true. Very true.
You know. Tystra.
Quiet.
I think
He's
away.
been like BRB for like the last hour and a half. Yeah.
We haven't even been on for an hour and a half, dude.
I just realized that my mic. I muted my mic again because I was eating, and then I finished eating, and then I forgot to unmute my mic.
And then you started talking. You're like, why is nobody saying anything to what I'm saying?
No, I wasn't talking still. But like when you said Tystra, I said what? Like, what do you want me to say? This is the best update that's coming out. I don't know what to do. I have so much to do on my account, and I have more. There's too much to do in Dokkan.
What?
There's
I'm sorry. There's
legitimately
what?
one shit.
Did you say
not-
too much to do?
There's now too much to do in Dokkan.
Uh-oh.
No,
That's a complete flip over the whole. Oh, there's nothing to do in Dokkan. It's so boring.
well, I did kind of touch up on this in my stream yesterday with a couple of people because there are still a lot of people who say there's not a lot to do in Dokkan, and this just brings up the point that Dokkan keeps adding more stuff. A lot of people, when they play a game, they just look at it from the perspective of, let me do this one thing and that's it. They don't look at a broader perspective of the game. This makes you look at the broader perspective of the game. Because literally, you're going to be doing a mission, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I got these 6 random units that don't matter, blah, blah, blah. And then literally in the level up screen, you see, oh, they leveled up. But wait, what are these? Why are these leveling up? I don't understand. So now I feel like with Dokkan, it's going to be a longer time before we see this game go away. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm sure everybody here is okay with that. But I also think it's gonna give us another thing to combat the people that say there's nothing to do. Because there's always something.
There's literally
to do
there's literally always something.
Well, there was always something to do before, but it's boring stuff like, hey, grind your stupid incredible gems or whatever.
Or grind your Nappa medals.
Fuck Moon Nappa. Sorry. Yeah.
But-
For those who are asking, how is his JP game in English? He's using the Unidokan translation mod.
Yeah, that's literally all that I use. I mean, I can't play JP.
I couldn't play JP without
I
it.
can't. Like, have you ever tried to play JP and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna make a team, and you can't tell what the categories are. You just have to. I have to just go through and be like, all right, I know this guy's on the category, and this guy, and I have to pick and choose every single one that's in the one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So English.
Are you done being dancing monkey, or do you want to keep playing?
No, that's fine. I mean, do we have anything else to showcase?
I don't think we have
that's
anything
it.
in game to showcase. I mean, it's up to you if you want to keep the gameplay up while we continue our discussion here, or if with the news you're going to be announcing here soon, you might want to focus.
Oh, yeah, probably.
All right.
I mean,
let me switch around here.
Hey, Tess, do you know if boosting helps in
Wait, whose team?
boost? If you use a boost, does it help level up?
Well,
That is
I'm
no.
a test.
I can try it now.
I'm a
I can try
test.
it now.
All right.
Yeah, because then I'll just take in Team Bardock because they're all low class warriors anyway.
All right.
True.
So Kenny says, who did you place your first sticker on, even if you haven't already? I actually just put my sticker up yesterday, and I put it on Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, the strength one we just got in December. Have you guys used your
It's a
premium
nice
sticker
choice.
yet?
Yeah, I
No.
put mine on transforming Goku.
I'm
It's called
Oh.
profile picture.
Raptor Broly.
Wait, could you put it on Wrathful Broly?
Yes, because he's an
Yeah,
easy
he's an
game.
easy game.
Oh yeah, because you could do Easy A's and Dokkan Fest. Okay.
Don't.
Can't
I
you
want to
play
just
like
throw it
Uber?
out there. Don't forget the free-to-play units that are easy, where I like Goku Junior and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they might not look great, but don't forget.
They can't. Some of those can't. There are some free-to-play Easy A units that you can't. I think they're going to include specific stickers for those
Oh,
units
really?
later.
Yeah.
Oh,
For those of you who are interested, I will throw this up here really quick. Sort of. I guess that didn't really work as well as I would hope.
you see, if it makes you feel better, I haven't beaten Broly either.
So it's not the best because of the way we have things lined up, but there's Blue Kaioken Goku right there.
It looks sick with the sticker.
It does. It's pretty cool. I like the vortex feel of it.
I'm debating on mine because I'm either gonna do cooler or I'm
Don't
gonna
do
do.
cooler. I was telling you right now.
Or I'm gonna do AGL Rose.
He's
Oh,
really
Rose
good.
is sick, dude.
I'm telling you, he probably is the best one game.
Yeah. Well, AGL Rose was one of my first SSRs and one of my favorite units because of just the card art, and I love that card. So that might be the one. The only reason why I want to do STR Cooler because I love STR. But I probably will end up doing it on AGL Rose for now, and then just be like, okay, I'll find. I'll probably wait for the next one to be maybe Kefla when she comes out.
You know what would be really nice if they had a way or like a website that could show you what all the units that can have stickers applied to them and what they look like on all the units before.
DBZ World
That
has
would
a
be so
video.
great.
But is it of every unit that has it, or is it just
No.
some
At the time
units?
that he made the video.
He did it. He did it. It has a lot. It really
Yeah,
does.
it really
But
does.
I don't think it has every
Basically,
single unit.
He updates it every sort. No, he's got every single
Oh,
unit.
he
I think.
updates it? Okay,
Oh,
because I did see
yeah.
2 different videos, and one had other ones and one didn't.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's kind enough to like actually use the chapter function on YouTube, so you can like scroll through them very easily. It's all like split up into parts.
Let me pull up the video.
I wonder how it would look on the Return of Cooler's physical Goku. To be honest,
Wait, what? Oh, the
the Easy A
movie
Goku,
hero?
the Super Saiyan one.
Oh, it doesn't look all that
Okay,
good.
so I know I talked about this on my stream, but if you weren't in my stream, this is literally how you can tell if the card's going to be good or not, or with a sticker. The Dokkan has rules, okay? So, if they have... Okay, so you're looking at Bardock right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see he has the Super Saiyan or, like, whatever around him? Like
Yeah.
the little aura? Okay. So that is its own thing, and every single character looks like that. See, even Kefla, she's got the same thing, and it still does the same thing in her background, right?
That's not Kefla, that's Caulifla.
Caulifla, whatever. So same thing. So every unit that has that is going to have that, right? The main things to point out is it'll always do the little Dokkan like swishes or whatever the fuck you want to call them, like that purple for
Yeah.
that character, and Transforming Goku. Right, Transforming Goku doesn't have anything. That's why I don't think he's the best. Like I don't think he's good because he didn't have any of that special shit. He just has like the aura. But units that have there's a special Dokkan aura that have like AGL Rose has, AGL Evolution Vegeta has. And I went in my stream for like 30 minutes about the fucking aura because that's the most important part. but so yeah, so it's honestly, if you just you can go through each unit and you're looking for 3 specific things. If they have an aura, if they have cool designs on like Beerus's little things, his look really cool, right?
Yeah.
If those look cool in themselves, and the most important, if they're doing an energy attack or something in their card art.
Yeah, I would
So,
love
like-
to show you, but apparently it froze.
That's the single biggest change of any card art. Like Beerus, for example, his ball is fucking cool as shit, right? And like Omega Shenron looks really cool because of his giant ball. Super Saiyan 3 Broly, AGL Rose, which is really cool because he has got that orb right at the front of the screen. Like Super 17 looks really cool. So you're trying to focus. So a couple things to remember though. So aura is important, right? But
There you go. There's
Right.
the aura
There-
that you're talking about.
see,
right
yeah.
Go
So
back.
that's the aura. Yep. So keep in mind, regular AGL Gogeta does not have that aura. He's got just the regular
He's
Super
got.
Saiyan shit
Wait,
going on.
he still glows in his aura.
Yeah. He just when he
He just doesn't do it as
transforms,
cool as that.
that's the aura I'm talking about. I call that Dokkan aura. It's so only there's very few units that actually have that, and when they do, it looks cool as shit. But like, see, like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's ball, right? How it does that little like lightning shit. That shit's cool as fuck, if you ask me. And look, AGL Vegeta, he's got that aura, so he looks really cool, right? So there are specific units that do that. But take Cooler for example, he doesn't have shit.
I love that you said
See-
cooler just as I clicked over to this to
Yeah,
cooler.
he doesn't have anything. Like he just has the normal basic one that everybody has. That's it.
Yeah, Tech Full
Because-
Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku's kind of in the same boat with Cooler as well.
Yeah, so you think, oh man, these units are really good and their card art naturally is just really cool, but they don't have anything extra going on. And like take Boo, right? This is the aura that I was going to talk about. So Boo and Broly specifically, I've seen so far.
Mhm.
They don't. That aura doesn't count. The little pink shit around
Right,
him doesn't
like right
count.
there.
And Broly's like blue shit around him, that doesn't count either. It has to be very specific Dokkan aura or the energy stuff like from Super Saiyans. That's it.
So just to
Gotcha.
interrupt you here, I want to get to a couple questions that we have. Christian says, do y'all think for the fact that LRs are getting easy A's that grinding their metals and their SA takes maybe a few days, if you aren't using Muter Stones, that the grind should be so difficult? Sorry, dude, I'm having a hard time here. Just to obtain units
Yeah, I
that
got
are
lost on the
specifically
point.
drop units that can take a while to grind as well, or should it be a bit easier to obtain? I think I understand what you're asking here, and I think the Prime Battle summons are fine, or the Prime Battle grinds are fine. Like, I don't. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass to farm up 777 medals, but like, if you really don't want to do it for that extra 5, just use Kai's.
Like in all honesty, you know, when the prime battles obviously did, you know, their EZAs like Tech, Goku did, like, yeah, it's only 5 Kais. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
that one I can kind of understand.
Yeah, like if
You know.
you really don't want to go through it, I wouldn't like be all like, oh, you have to do it free to play. Arr! No,
But-
Beers looks badass.
But I will say this. With this new update going through the Prime battles, that is something to consider. You're gonna have a bunch of your free-to-play units, and most of the time you're gonna be focusing on your Dokkan Link skills and stuff to make them better. So why not go through the Prime battle, get the 777 medals to go for another one, while leveling up all your skills for each of your free-to-play units. You know, think about it like that. You know, it's like, okay, this would be a grind, and I could just use 5 Kais, but if I have the time and I want to level up my free-to-play units like Link skills, you know, this would be the perfect opportunity to do that.
Very true.
So you gotta consider with this. You gotta consider your possibilities, guys. This update is so vast.
I mean, there's
and
literally
huge.
nothing you can do that's a waste of time.
Exactly.
Like literally,
That-
I mean anything.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. There's no wasting of time. You know, you could say like, oh yeah, grinding those, you know, 5 extra SAs to just put into Prime Goku could be a hassle for like hours and maybe days. But at the same time, think about it. You could take a break, go back to it, you know, when you get the time, and level up your free-to-play units, like, and get them ready to go. Because, you know, the new Link stuff is just phenomenal. So there's no wasting of time now.
So I will throw out just a side note, because I've been doing this event with the boost on, right? I haven't noticed any change in the drop chance. It seems like sometimes I get a whole bunch, and
Yeah,
sometimes I
it's-
don't. So I don't think it's gonna. I don't think that's a. I don't think
Yeah,
that's
it's still
Yeah.
random.
Yeah.
My,
I just wanted to test to see if
SDR
it
bought got like a few links, but then nobody else got anything. And then the next one, the LR got like 1 link, and Dugesh got another one. It's
Yeah.
kind of all over the place.
Yeah, I would just use boost for drops because I think that's primarily what it's for. Is that and XP. So, I wouldn't depend on boost for Link.
Going back to Christian, he says it's just such a draining grind unless there's a campaign that gives us a category boost, and I hate to feel I have to wait on that for me to want the unit badly enough to grind it, even the LR Krillin. I mean, I get it, it sucks, but I've done every single Prime Battle character in the game completely free to play, so 24 copies of every single one. Just do it. I mean, you don't have to like grind out, you don't have to blow your stones or anything, and if you don't particularly care for the character, you don't need it right now, just do it every time it's up. Like, blow through your stamina bar on Sundays on, what, Goku? Is Goku on Sundays? I don't fucking know.
I can barely remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
Like,
Yeah,
And that was an hour
yes.
ago.
it's really just. I would just do it like whenever you get a chance. You know, you don't have to do it all the time. Like you don't have to just sit there and focus it for a weekend. You know, just whenever you get a chance, just might as well just hop in. You're not doing anything, got nothing going on. You might as well grind a little bit.
I mean, don't think that I'm sitting here telling you what to do. I mean, it's your game, play it the way you want to. But for me,
True.
I'm like,
He's fucking around.
I don't want to waste Kais on stuff that I don't have to waste Kais on. So like, I have a whole bunch of Super Saiyan Blue Gokus and Super Saiyan Blue Vegetas that I could give them super attack. I'm in the process of farming up 8 billion freaking medals from those events.
Mm-hmm.
Have we talked about V-Jump Gohan yet? No.
We have not.
We don't usually
Are we
talk
going
about
to?
JP stuff unless it's significantly important. Like a unit
Yeah.
is going to come to global, so we'll talk about the unit when it comes to global. This is a big enough change, and it's coming soon enough where I felt like this was a good time to cover it.
Yeah. This was honestly, with this type of change, like it's way too big to just ignore. You know, granted, I'm sure all of us are happy that Gohan might get a good Dokkan Fest, but at the same time, you know, he's kind of getting overshadowed by this new quality of life update that's going to be amazing.
I mean, it just goes like, you know, because I think the biggest thing is I just hate people saying units are bad, like, primarily just because of link skill, right? They're like, oh, his links are crap, so he's bad, right? Because you can't put him on team. Like Bojack, like, Bojack is a really, really good unit, but he's bad because his links suck, right? Now you can't say that because like every link is good as shit. So every link on every unit is good. I mean, you could use SRs that have good links. I mean, you can level up those links and they'd be good, right? Just as units of that.
I'm going to be leveling up Jacko and Chaozu for sure before a World Tournament, so...
Oh, that's right!
Yeah. But, yeah, guys, just consider that with this now, the game has completely changed. Like, there's...
But like for the good.
For the better,
For
yes.
the good.
For the better.
Like, change is not always great, but in this particular aspect, it's... I mean, there's no negatives here. I mean, it's a little more grindy, but, like, if you don't grind, your units are exactly the same as they were. You don't lose anything if you don't want to grind. Like, that's on you. You're just making your units shittier than mine, right? That's fine.
Yeah. So, it's one of those things to where, like, you know, this game just got a whole lot funner for me. You know.
More fun.
More funner. I'm gonna say funner. I don't give a shit. I was studying to be at one point an English teacher. I don't care. I'm gonna be, you know, grammarly incorrect. And yes, I know grammatically is different from grammarly because grammarly is not a word. Fight me.
Yeah, Jack. We already talked about that.
Oh yeah, we covered the Keeling thing. Sorry. I do want to reel this back in just a hair, guys, because I do have 2 more topics to bring up. They're not news. Okay, let's start with the one that's less hard for me to talk about. So this is episode 26 of the show. That means we have made it a half a year.
Yay!
So, thanks, guys. I appreciate the hell out of that.
We did it.
We did it, half a year. Yay! We did half a thing.
It's been a while since we have a big hug thank you fest. So I guess this is the time to do a big hug and thank you fest.
So moving
Sorry,
forward.
my wife, Jack. Sorry.
Sorry.
They can hear you're doing stuff.
Microwave. It's not a big deal. So, I kind of want to know what you guys have enjoyed about the show. I mean, panelists, chat, everybody, what you guys really enjoy about coming to the show every week. And then things that you would like to see change going forward. And I know you guys are going to mention gameplay because every time we talk about this, you mention gameplay. Gameplay comes up when it's necessary. We're not going to sit here and do races during the podcast. We built a channel so that way we can do that kind of content later. And we can do it at different days other than the podcast. We will get races, we will get summons, we will get all of that stuff. You know, I mean, we just had that huge summon party a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Dude, that content is here, it is being made, it is coming out. So as far as like the show itself, do you guys want to have more of you guys interacted, like more of the chat interacted? I mean, what is it that you guys would like to see?
Well, I know that I'm not going to expose any of the details of what we were talking about, but we did have that one thing we talked about in the Discord that could be cool to do. You know, the thing, Alec? The thing with the thing?
I'm drawing a fucking blank.
I'll send it to you in private.
Okay.
Oh my god, guys! I'm sorry, I almost died.
Don't die, Trevor.
I was gonna say, you okay?
All right, can y'all hear me in the background coughing?
Yeah, we were.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we talked about that openly in a chat channel. So we.
Oh yeah, I forgot that wasn't in production.
We kind of kicked around the idea of doing like a game show. I guess what was it last week? Garesh and Truth were on with Diddy Sauce doing like a Jeopardy thing. And I don't really like Jeopardy as a format. I think it kind of sucks. And we started joking around about like who wants to be a millionaire type of style. But again, this show doesn't have a budget, so we can't do prizes. So we would just do it as like a 1v1 type of thing where whoever is there just gets bragging rights. You know.
I mean, there's always the possibility. Like, I'll put it out there. Like, I'd be willing to buy some prizes for people. Like, possibly get like Dokkan Battle exclusive figures and send them to people and shit. I'd be down for that.
But yeah, I mean, I would love to do something like maybe once a month like that, where we do kind of like a game show or a quiz show type of thing. Maybe have guests come on, maybe have members of the community on. Like that's the type of thing where we can really start getting people in from like chat, so long as your mic is good and you're not a complete douchebag on the mic. You know, that would be the type of thing that I would think would be a lot of fun for everybody to watch. Wheel of Fortune.
Oh god, that would be fun.
I would have to host Wheel of Fortune because I'm really good at it. Like word games, people don't play with me. Like categories and Scrabble, like nobody in my life wants to play those games with me. I did want to be an English teacher at one point in time. So I good with words. I'm just not good with speaking to words.
You
But
could
yeah.
be our Pat Sajak.
But yeah, like I mean, Wheel of Fortune, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Pyramid.
Yeah, $1,000 pyramid. Hollywood Squares. Oh,
Family
dude,
Feud.
how badass would that be if we got a bunch of Dokkan streamers and YouTubers together
Oh.
and played in Hollywood Squares and had two people from the chat
would be
come in
sick.
and be the contestants.
That would be so much fun, dude. Holy crap. We could have like a screen on there that like, you know, we just put an X or a circle on and it's just like Dokkan celeb, or not Dokkan celebs, or Dokkan streamers, Dokkan tubers with their profile pictures and shit.
Right?
That would be so
I love
awesome.
how everybody brings up nanogenics when we talk about this. We're so below Nano's radar.
Yeah.
And I have reached out to him. I have sent an email to his business email. And here's the thing, guys. When I reach out for a collab, I don't bug the people. That's not how. I mean, this is how I've gotten every guest that we've gotten so far. I put it out there. I let them respond to me in their own time.
Yeah.
I know people like Nano and Truth are like inundated with requests from people who want to do collabs. I will not ask somebody during a stream. I will not ask somebody in the comment section of their YouTube videos. I reach out and, you know,
Just
I
hope
just-
for
I
the best.
put it
When
out
they
there.
answer, they answer.
You know?
If they don't, it's no skin off our nose.
people that
We
I've
are-
reached out
we're
to
the
that have
respectful-
never responded include Nanogenics, D-Monty, DeTruth. That's about it right now. Everybody else that I've reached out to has either responded and said yes, I'll be on the show, or it doesn't work for my schedule, or I don't even know who you are. I'm not interested.
Do you actually have that answer before?
I have.
They're like, and who are you?
Exactly.
I kind of want to know.
Right, what a douche.
I don't want to tell anybody because of that exact reason. I happen to like this person. I happen to like their content. And they make a good point. They have no idea who we are. It would be more benefit to us than to them to be on the show,
Yeah.
which is kind of a douchey way to look at it. And that's not what they said. That's what I'm saying right now. Like,
Yeah.
like the whole thing where like we bring on the smaller streamers more often than we bring on the bigger people. Like Toon, Ningen. I think those are the two biggest people we've ever had on the show. Like as far as like subscriber count or follower count.
Jinro.
Jinro was pretty massive. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jinro. I forgot Jinro's at like 50-something thousand people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jinro's
Dude, if
so
we could put
massive.
Rhyme Style on the show, I would love it.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Rhyme would be hilarious to have.
Rhyme is so entertaining. I would just have to turn down his mic. He's really loud.
You just hear him in the back. No!
Yeah,
All you hear from him.
and again, I'm just gonna put this out there, and I'll throw the Discord link out here for everybody. We do have a section in the Discord that is for suggesting guests. There's a list of people that I've already talked to on there. Just go put names up. If you guys want to see somebody on the show, I may have never heard of them, or they may have never heard of us, but I will at least ask. I will make the promise that I will ask.
And just to be clear, guys, there are people that kind of know about this that are somewhat bigger too, because we've had Alec was with Jinro, Nolar, Talon, Goresh.
Alex embarrassed the shit out of himself and sounded like an idiot with Jinro, Nolar, Goresh.
No, you didn't sound like an idiot. I don't know why you think you sounded like an idiot.
It definitely sounded like I was nervous for the first half of that, because I really was.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you're like, let's be honest, we're all smaller in the scope of those guys, and you were literally a fish swimming with giants at that moment. So it's understandable. It's one of those things. Like, I don't think you honestly didn't sound as nervous as you think you did.
I don't know, dude.
I watched the entire thing. I watched the entire thing. It was not that bad.
So,
at least you didn't pull a me like when fucking Social Fire and Jinro were on the podcast, and I'm like, hi.
Yeah,
because that was
the most
my
starstruck
shit
I've ever
moment.
seen you.
I was like, huh? They're coming? Huh? Oh, wasn't that one I was hosting too?
That was
Yeah.
the second time we ever didn't do it on a Tuesday, and you were hosting.
Yeah, so that added to it, and I was like, okay. Yeah. And so I had to get it out before the show, and I'm like, guys, I just have to say I'm huge fucking fans. I gotta get it out of the way. Let's just get it out of the way, and let's do the show. But god damn it, I have to tell you guys.
And they're a blast, and they'll both be
they're
back.
awesome.
I've already got Jinro booked for the end of August, and I'm working on getting Social Fire by herself in September, because we had them on together at the same time before. I would like to have them each on separately.
They are both extremely awesome people, and it's really cool because it's it was one of those things to where, like, with this podcast, it's great that we're able to meet these people and become friends in some sort of light. Like now, me, Jinro, Social Fire, like, we'll talk on Twitter every once in a while, and it's like, holy crap, like, before the podcast, I'd be too afraid to even, like, post on their Twitter, and now I'm just like, look at my cats, they're fucking cute as shit.
Just like, no, look at my cat.
So
Look at my cat.
CT Logic asks about Chaotic Tense. Chaotic Tense was scheduled to be on the show the first week of May, but had something come up literally an hour before the show went live. So we have yet to reschedule with him, but we will. I love me some Crab Raid.
I had a whole intro for that and everything too, man. I had like,
I know,
because I was supposed to host that day. I was ready, dude. I was ready. I had the Crab Raid music set up. We were gonna start the podcast with it. And this is before we had an intro, though. So now we have an intro.
We could invite the Global Gang to be on the Global Gang podcast. Why not? Nobody knows who they are. I agree.
Yeah, I know. Interview us.
Right.
All right. So who and when? Why did you get the battle, Alec?
I actually, no shit, considered that to be today's show. Like, because, like, I'm not kidding. Because there's almost nothing to talk about other than this JP stuff that just dropped this morning that we're just covering now. Technically last night, I guess, but anyway. So I literally thought that part of what we would do, because it's our 6-month anniversary and we've never answered the questions, is go through and ask each of you the questions.
That's true. We have never answered them.
We have never answered those questions.
That is true.
We'll get to that before the end of the show. I promise we will do that. But we have something a little more serious we need to cover right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't put a sad cloud on.
Dude, I'm struggling to even like bring words out for this right now. So, okay. First off, I want to congratulate Trevor for being accepted for a full-time position with his employer. That is a massive thing. However, that does mean that his schedule no longer matches the schedule of the show. So this will be Trevor's last episode for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, quite some time, probably.
So he is not being removed from his position as a panelist. He's not being removed from the production team. Trevor is an original member of this team, and he will be here until the show dies.
They're
Even if
forcibly
he's not on
kicking me
screen.
out, Chad. Don't listen to them.
If you
Okay,
want,
all right,
Alec,
all right, I got it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I got this. Wait a second. Let me mute some music, and this is just for Trevor.
It's gotta be you, son. You're canned. Here's your pink slip. I'm giving you the axe. You're fired.
I don't think you guys can hear that. But
Yeah, no, we heard it. We heard it. I had to unmute the chat though.
I did.
Or
I
unmute
unmuted as well.
That was awesome.
that was from JMO.
He's not actually fired.
No, he's not.
Just for full disclosure.
He is not actually fired. He will remain a member of this team for as long as I am the head of this show.
Yeah. Good. We had some good times though.
Yeah, no, I love fighting with you.
It's I love.
I'm kidding.
I'm about to cry. I'm gonna cry.
Dude, seriously, like when I wrote this section of the show notes, I am not kidding. I literally teared up. Like,
Aw.
Trevor, JMO, and Tystra were my first choices. It wasn't like I went out and asked a bunch of people and they all told me no, and I settled on these guys. These three were the first people, and since then we've grown. We've added Test, and Test has been a massive behind-the-scenes help. He's always going to be a part of this team as well. And then recently we added Omnitoast as our YouTube thumbnail artist. And of course in chat, Jackman, also known on our Discord as Dr. Nemor. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. He's our news guy, and has been for quite some time. This team is growing slowly, but it's growing with the right people. And I am absolutely sad that Trevor will not be on the show with us every week. I mean, these guys are my brothers. Like, seriously, like I didn't think I would ever get to a point where I was connected with these guys where they were like family, but they are. Like these guys are my Dokkan digital family. And so the merch store will not be transitioned away from Trevor's site. He's going to be a part of the team the whole way. I can't. Somebody else take it.
Don't worry. I'll still be here to make bad decisions.
So-
Tell you all they all bad at the game and I'm bad.
So yeah,
Don't worry.
it's just to be clear, guys. You know, he's not going away completely, and you know, it sucks because it's one of those things to where like every week we like all four of us, I'm sure, would look forward to just being together with each other and just talking about what we love, and that's Dokkan. We love this game. We're passionate about it and all that, and Trevor's not completely going away. It's just that he's not gonna always be at the podcast. We'll have to find ways to schedule it or something like that, and I'm sure we'll find a way to, bring you in on the show. We'll do a different day, whatever works best. Whenever there's like whatever, or if somehow you find it, you could just randomly pop in and be like, "Shut the fuck up." But this isn't goodbye at all, in my opinion. This is not a goodbye. Trevor's still gonna be part of the team. So, but it's gonna suck not always having you here on Tuesday. So
Yeah, we're not gonna be able to have those unpopular opinions anymore. Out of
yeah,
you.
I'm gonna have to.
I'm gonna miss that the most.
I'm gonna have to pick that up now. So thank you,
Yeah,
asshole.
someone's got to pick up the slack and make that unpopular decisions.
You fucking fuck.
So I mean, like, when he's not working, there's still times that he can be parts of collabs. Like if we do summons or whatever, he can come in and be part of a summon collab. Or if we want to do races, I'm sure if he has time, he can jump in and do a race with me or one of the other guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still alive.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like,
I'm
it's
not.
just-
Next week, I'm just gonna die and they'll never hear from me again.
I don't do well with change. I'm not a big fan of it. So I don't like that things are changing for us. But I am so very happy that you got that full-time job, dude.
Thanks, man.
Proud of you, dude.
'Cause I deserve it.
Now,
You really
before we
do,
get
though.
old man
You really
tears
do.
going here, big old crocodile old man tears.
We're not crocodile tears. We're not fake crying.
Let's see here. Christian says, what's been your favorite update that's come to Dokkan? We just talked about it today.
This one. Yeah, this is definitely the best one.
Obviously.
I've only been playing the game for like a year, but this is the best one.
Oh yeah, this is by far,
By far.
gonna. Like this doesn't even come to global. I haven't even touched it, and I can tell you it's the best. You know?
What about Test and JMO? How are you guys feeling about that?
Honestly, I'm for this update. To be honest, like this is one of those like quality of life updates that Dokkan needed when it first started. And obviously, when every game starts, they're not going to have the full kit of what they need to be the most successful game. But the fact that Dokkan has been able to hold on to so much stuff like this and implement it later on for over 5 years now is actually impressive. And when they bring these out, you always get that reassurance like, okay, Dokkan's not dying anytime soon, because they're making it, they're making ways for players to keep on going with their craft, with just everything about the game. And, it's a competitive game in a sense when you look at it compared to other gachas just like it. And this update right here really, it changes the way more people are going to play the game. Like, they're not gonna just be like me when, I don't care to... Like, I'll be honest, like, when I play Dokkan, there are moments or there are, like, days where I'm just like, okay, I don't really care what team I have to take to this event. If it's like, oh, you need Realm of Gods, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, taking siblings, bond, team, leader, friend support for this fucking run, because I don't... But this system makes you really want to use units like that, like where you want to take the proper friend supports if you're one like me who didn't already do that to begin with. But it's one of those things where this specific update will bring in new players so much more, I think, because now it's out there for everybody to have access to, well, at least on JP. But this is for people who, like, are new to the game. This is for players who may not have really, kept count of what turns there are, or what units did what, or how these, like, what units on your team linked better for the rotation. This is that helpful step that keeps Dokkan relevant, in my opinion.
Yeah. You know what? Just thinking, picking your friend just got a lot more complicated.
Yeah.
Now you can't just
That's
pick the rainbowed one. Now you have to pick the rainbowed one that has all their elite skills leveled. You're like, well, this one's got 2 dupes and this one's got 1, but this one, the level 1, has his link skills leveled up. The 2 dupe doesn't. Decisions.
Yeah.
But I would think, like, outside of this particular update, I think the best update, not including this one, was probably Hidden Potential.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah,
for
this
sure,
is definitely
for
the biggest change since then, I think.
I mean, the only
Fact.
thing that I can think of that's even on the same kind of level of impact of the game was the update where they introduced the first LR.
Yeah.
I think a big moment for Dokkan, like,
Well, stickers,
What if-
obviously. Come on.
yeah, stickers. No, I think like summons that had a guaranteed SSR in it.
That was a big one too.
I think that has to be like, it's a little like, you don't really think about it as being like a huge game changer, but
That's a
like
top 5
for
change.
real,
Yeah.
like, that would make it a lot easier to obtain units. I think
Yeah.
that'd be a big change.
And now we complain because we rainbow everything too fast.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I mean, I'd much rather spend 50 stones and get something than get
Yeah,
shit.
true. And that's the thing I struggle with a lot, because as you guys know, I wail like a motherfucker. And it's always been one of those things where I'm just like, I already have this unit rainbowed, but then I think about it and I'm like, yeah, but it could have been, back in the day when there was no guaranteed SSR, when you had to deal with Int Gohan. Thankfully, I wasn't there for that time, because I could only imagine the struggle.
Yeah, thank God I started it a year ago. Whew.
So
I honestly don't think I would have liked Dokkan in its youth.
it would have pissed me off.
I would have uninstalled it, I guarantee it. To have such shitty teams that don't have super attacks every time, or spending all my stones to get nothing. No way.
Yeah.
People who did that and kept this game alive early on, thank you. Hats off to you. You
Aw,
endured,
thanks.
endured through the bullshit.
Oh yeah, dude. I can imagine I was one of those few players.
So I have to answer this question because Christian has been begging me to. Christian, yes, I had Wendy's breakfast this morning. Yes, it is the superior breakfast. You're welcome.
Really? Wow. Over everything?
Oh well, it was a chat discussion between McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's yesterday. Who has the better breakfast? I said Burger King had the worst out of the three. McDonald's was top for me only because I hadn't had Wendy's breakfast, and then I had it today, and yeah, it's better. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
The only reason Wendy's tops that list is because you all got Sonic on the list.
Well, no, I have Sonic right next to me,
Yeah,
but
but it's not on the list. Though.
Yeah, it was out of
Yeah.
those three. Yeah.
Yeah, like Sonic
I
is
think-
the shit when it comes to breakfast. That Supersonic breakfast burrito. Ooh, buddy.
Oh yeah, that breakfast burrito. Is
So, since we're talking about breakfast food, I have a little beef with Chick-fil-A. Okay. And specifically the chicken minis, right? Because they're just one chicken nugget, right? In a biscuit. Or in a roll, I should say. But they charge you the same amount of money as an 8-piece, but you only get 4. And that's bullshit.
Gotta pay for that bread, bro.
I'm just saying, that is you're better off just ordering the 8-piece, and then you get more food, and it's better anyway. I mean, who needs a roll with some fucking some syrup on it? I mean, that's a waste. You can go to Walmart and buy like a 12-pack of rolls, cook them in the oven for like a little bit, and then get some syrup. It's way better that way. Just saying.
Yeah, very
Save
true.
yourself the headache. Get
Honestly,
more food.
I'm just gonna be that guy in general. Not the biggest fan of Chick-fil-A. I don't think it's that great.
I've never tried Chick-fil-A.
Ty, I'm glad I'm leaving this show because I can't look at you.
Wow, if that's the case, I won't tell you what my wife and I call Chick-fil-A.
I'm just kidding. What do you call it?
Intolerant chicken because of the views of the guy who owns or ran the place.
Oh, yeah. I just don't. Yeah, business views. I don't care. I'm just gonna eat them.
Yeah,
As long as
it's-
good, I don't really give a shit.
It's like Chick-fil-A and White Castle. I think are overhyped. And you know
I've
what?
never actually had White Castle.
I'll go even further. In-N-Out, not that great.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out, not
Big
about.
giant donkey dick, like huge. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's-
So
That's a terrible restaurant. Do not eat
So-
In-N-Out.
So for all you people that keep on saying like In-N-Out's the best, Chick-fil-A's the best, friggin', White Castle is so good. No, No, it's not.
White Castle ain't bad.
White Castle's
White
not-
Castle is
Actually,
trash.
I've been to some really bad White Castles, but there's actually this one that opened up that's very fucking genuine. Make really good shit.
I know you guys don't live in Texas, but Whataburger is the best fucking place.
What's a burger?
Okay,
Whataburger's pretty good.
Whataburger is so good, dude.
It's like-
Whataburger is amazing.
It is so much better. It's not even on the same level. It's like S. It's like S++ tier, and the highest you get is like B.
But I have a question. Why would you want water on your burger?
I'm bad. I can't.
Okay. Fat Burger's also good, but y'all got nothing on Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box is okay.
Like
Jack
Jack in the Box
chicken.
after 9 p.m. Jack in the Box has some of the craziest shit on their menu. Like a double cheeseburger where the bun is 2 individual grilled cheese sandwiches. Like the fuck is that shit? Like it's so
Yeah,
good,
that's-
but it's so terrible for you.
Yeah.
What's up, Prop? Gotta say what's up, Prop.
Yeah. What's up? What's up?
What's up, Prop?
What's up?
But let's turn it over to the fans. What's your favorite fast food restaurant? Leave a comment in the
Trying
comment
to
section
figure out
below.
how the hell we got onto this. Oh yeah, right here.
Global Gang
Wendy's.
Podcast.
Yeah, because Christian asked me about Wendy's. I gave him my opinion. Then you asked about Chick-fil-A, and I said,
Dokkan.
and then we got
Burger
Sonic, and then it was like,
King, crossover event.
and
Everybody go to this website.
then
Make your tier list.
And then you asked about how we got on the subject, and I told you that the Wendy's coming.
Right. So how do you feel about Carl's Jr.? Carl's Jr. is just like Hardee's, right? It's they're the
Yeah,
same
they're
company,
the same. They're the
just
same.
different names.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Hardee's. There's one right
Hardee's?
up the road from me. I
Okay.
love it.
Carl's Jr. does a thing called what is it? Is it they steam broil their patties or whatever? That shit's dumb. Like don't do that. Like okay, so there's two companies that do that specifically. It's Carl's Jr. and Steak and Shake. I don't know if you've ever been eating a Steak and Shake.
Ooh, Steak and Shake.
But I don't like those.
Ooh,
burgers.
Steak and
Those
Shake
patties,
is so
man.
good, dude.
Those patties,
Oh.
I don't got it. No way.
Steak and Shake is just.
You can take all the food off of Steak and Shake's menus. Just give me a fucking shake from them. Oh my god.
Oh, the shakes are good. Yeah.
Oh, I guess their spaghetti's not too bad either.
Did you say spaghetti?
Yeah, they have spaghetti at Steak and Shake.
That's like ordering spaghetti from Pizza Hut. Like, what are you doing?
Actually, Pizza Hut used to have this baked cavatelli shit that was kick-ass. Anyway, I'm a fat kid. We know this.
It's like going to a Mexican restaurant and then you order chicken strips. It's like get the stuff that they specialize in, bro.
So people talking about Hardee's in the chat. The reason I like Hardee's is because I'm diabetic, and they have this chicken sandwich that doesn't have a bun. It's wrapped in lettuce, and it's one of the best like diabetic-friendly fast food dishes I've ever had.
Ew, Arby's? I forget that even exists sometimes.
I'm making my
So
tier list.
bad.
Arby's has the meats.
We have.
say their
I'll
slogan.
die for that shit.
Don't say their slogan on his stream.
We have.
Don't give them that
the
promotion.
meats.
Zaxby's is a chicken place. That's pretty decent.
I've never had Zaxby's, so I'm just gonna put it in the question mark.
Dude, I just.
We
Oh yeah, I
definitely
actually should
need
do
a
that.
podcast where the Global Gang podcast just reviews food.
Bet, let's do it. I'm
Dude,
down.
I would so be down for it. I'd take up day off work.
Let's go.
I take a day off work for that.
let's do like Sunday night snacks. I mean, like we could do like a Sunday night
We could do
food
that.
ranking podcast. Why not?
Down.
Like if you guys seriously want to hear us talk about food for an hour, I'm pretty sure we're all
We
capable of
could.
eating.
Oh yeah.
I've eaten my fair share of food in my life.
Yeah, but Jack, your country has a butt ton more culture than most of the other countries in the world. There's a reason why everybody has been fighting over it for generations.
Dude, I have no idea what half of these are.
What
Well,
happened?
there's a-
Like, what
there's
the
a
fuck
que-
is this? What is
There's
this
a question
pretzel?
mark here.
What the hell is this like fucking
Annie
pretzel? thing?
Ann's pretzels.
And then what is this?
Annie Ann's?
What is this? CHWI? Something like warrior sandwich, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, that's Witch Witch.
Can't do Friday nights
Oh,
because
which
that goes against people's work schedules. Like Ty wouldn't
I
be able
forgot
to be
the
there
which
for
witch.
Friday night feastings if we did that.
I couldn't either. I
Yeah.
had to work the next day.
All right, I got my list basically.
All right. Let's move things back to the realm of
Anyways,
Dokkan.
yeah, Dokkan.
True,
That's the
true.
game- That's the game we all play, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, I eat food while playing Dokkan, but it's still not technically related.
I literally ate food during this.
I'm
match.
just fat, dude.
I feel
I'm
you.
just fat.
But yeah, so here we are at 6 months. That's it. I mean, really, I don't. I
Yeah, that was my wife, Jack.
like. I didn't know if we would make it this far. Like
Oh,
it
we'll
started.
farther
It
than
started
that.
off as like this just little kind of throw together podcast idea where I wanted to work with these select people, and
Aw.
I honestly thought we would do it for a couple of months and then people would lose interest. But you guys keep showing up, and you've showed up enough to the point that we felt it was worth to, make our own channel. Like,
Which is booming, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, nobody's
Pushing
gonna agree with my list, but there you go. I posted the Imgur link. You can bring it up on stream if you want, Alec.
I don't know. I don't trust links from you.
What?
You made a tier
What?
list, bro.
Hold on.
I
We got
did.
a tier list.
He made a tier list. He really made a tier list. Thank
I
you so
actually
much
did.
for having Raising Canes in the box.
I
didn't
will-
have it in here.
You're gonna laugh at it, dude, because I'm literally telling you,
Never Been
I
There.
literally made one called Never Been There,
Yep,
and
yep.
look how many places I've not been to.
I like
Wow,
how
you're
your
gonna throw
personal
my boy
favorite is
Taco
empty.
Bell into there?
I'm
Okay,
so
so
Damn.
I'm extremely upset at you, JML.
why?
You put
Why?
Taco Bell in F tier.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying. That's
okay.
definitely not
Here's why,
That
right?
stands for fucking awesome.
I went to Taco Bell like maybe once or twice. There's only like one Taco Bell near me, and they are the worst for not only like interactions with customers, but their food quality is fucking horrendous here.
Damo, I'm just gonna take
I-
away your right
I
to make
almost-
fast food tier
I
list.
almost wanted to like find a way to get their Taco Bell shut down, to be honest. But that explains that story. That was like back in like 2013. KFC, kind of the same thing.
You know what's funny is I
Um,
looked at half these places on this list.
I should. Okay, so I'll be honest. The reason why I deleted like all the other like things for one, Subway and White Castles for me are probably the only like decent ones that I've been to. Yeah,
so-
Wendy's and Burger King, like here, they're both relatively good. I would probably still put Wendy's over Burger King any day. The reason why I didn't put Jersey Mike's in the F, but I was going to, is solely just because their prices. They're so
Whoa, hold up,
overpriced
hold
for
up, hold
fucking
up, hold up.
crap
I just
sandwiches,
noticed this.
to be honest.
You have Subway at S tier, but Jersey Mike's at B tier.
Yep.
Yeah, because they're overpriced in
Hold-
comparison to
what?
Subway.
No. Hold
Yes,
on.
they
Yeah,
are.
this
They are
list is
super
serious.
overpriced.
Like, okay,
Hashtag
Popeyes,
cancel
obviously,
JMO. Hashtag.
Popeyes has to be S tier, obviously, right?
It's
I
gotta be
mean,
you,
Long
son.
John Silver's
You're
as
ten.
well as an obvious
Here's your pink
S tier.
slip.
Like, you can't.
But I
I'm
haven't
giving you
been
the
there,
axe.
Trip.
You're
Yeah, no, I'm just
fired.
these are the ones you haven't been. So those
Welcome
are.
to
I'm
the
just telling
Global
you.
Gang Fast Food podcast.
We're gonna need Jimmy John to be A tier, I think.
Global
Raising
Gang,
Cane's can
Global
stay
Gang
out.
podcast Civil War.
Raising Cane sucks.
But
Fucking Iron Man, fucking Captain America,
The fucking
Alec-
donut. You guys
Alec
remember
and
the
J-Bo.
donut? Did you
Oh.
eat
Yeah.
the last donut with the red, white, and blue sprinkles? Well, yes,
Mm.
yes, I did. Do you remember what
I
I
haven't.
said would happen if you ate the last donut with the red, white, and blue sprinkles? I love that one. That one's great.
But yeah, like I haven't really been to like Nara, so that's kind of why I put him in B tier. I've been there like a couple times. Dairy Queen, I've never actually been to like their Dairy Queen like restaurant, only as a kid for like their ice cream, like before they became like a fast food place. So I put that in B tier because their ice cream's fucking fire. It slaps any other ice cream that I've been to. And Dunkin' Donuts is actually not bad.
McDonald's is
I
terrible.
can't. Dude, I was okay. Honestly, I was actually gonna put McDonald's down the F tier as well, but I can't really say it because I haven't been to McDonald's in like the last 3 years. So based on my last,
Nothing changed.
like on my last perspective, I'd still put them in B tier. But if I go there now and there's something that I really don't like, I'd probably put them in F tier.
Okay. Let's
You know, Issy
seriously
makes a
let's
good
let's
point.
can the food talk
Okay.
because I'm freaking hungry.
I
we can always get on
I
that.
didn't get through the rest of the list. I had to finish it since I was the one who actually sat there and made the fucking thing.
I made one, but then I closed it because I was like, yeah.
This could literally be. We
But
should
like
make a whole
seriously,
channel.
like that just shows that this group of people we can sit here and talk about anything. We just literally spent like 7.5 to 10 minutes talking about fucking fast food.
Yeah.
Like I love these guys. I do. This is the greatest group of people I've ever worked with.
Facts.
So,
Same.
but all right. So, do we have any questions related to the game or to the future of the Global Gang? Because if not, I'm really fucking hungry now.
I mean,
Yeah. I'm gonna start getting my new setup ready here in a bit, so that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah. Okay. I guess we'll do one more thing here.
We gotta do.
We will show off the new intros.
It's gonna
There's
be
new
like
intros?
New
I'm
intros?
crying well.
Trevor and I were just like, "There's new intros."
Yeah.
No, I have not heard.
I made, because Trevor told us that he was leaving, I made a new intro that does not include Trevor. I mean, so just to have it more accurate when we start up. And then a couple weeks ago, somebody said they wanted the music to be a bit more epic. So as soon as I get these damn things, 1 second.
If it's Pirates of the Caribbean music, I'm gonna
Krillin's thing was.
It's just. I want to do that for. Can we please, for an April episode, when we do the intro, just have me just go in and make it stupid noises for the music?
You what?
Just like when we do an April Fool's podcast, can we just
instead of playing the intro music, just
It's
have Ty do it.
just be like
Like you could just have like screamo ass heavy metal shit. Like just sideshow in the back and go ah! For whatever reason.
I'll practice screamo to do it. Like
Yeah,
I can practice my vocal
Stop
cords.
this other music. Here we go. And go. Except for I'm muted. 1 second. I'm so good at this game. All right, here we go.
This is a game?
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
It's way shorter than the old intro, because obviously we cut a person out
Yeah,
of it.
that was aggressive.
But you guys wanted more epic music, and I thought there was nothing more epic than the new Jiren OST, because that shit is fire.
That scared me a little bit.
So, in
It's
fact,
so hard.
let's bring up the Jiren OST.
What's wrong, baby?
When God in Levio song.
Hold on, guys.
Nobody could figure out who shot Mr. Burns.
By the way, if you guys haven't watched Factory with Carl Smallwood, watch that shit. Also, why is it speed freezing on me? I don't know. But anyway.
No.
Superman can never, ever feel dirty.
You guys love to get distracted.
Good night, everybody.
So, but yeah, this Jiren OST is probably the best song in Dokkan right now. Dokkan character theme tier list. Ooh, I actually like that idea.
That'd be a fun one.
So we'll work on that, guys. Sometime, maybe around the 350 million download celebration, we might put that out.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So much stuff that would be easy.
Like in the news of like the Dokkan events, can't you like open up like the info? Oh my god, I can't even talk. The info section, and then they have like a little picture of like the character or whatever. And then they tell you like the leader skill, the stats, and whatnot. We could try to like take those pictures for the tier list or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
Oh, do you mean the like information which shows basically like? Okay, I know what things you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right. So JMO, just hit me up like in a bit, and then we'll try and make something.
All right.
Sounds awesome. So moving forward, guys. Obviously, Trevor won't be with us as often as we would like, or at all. Test will make his appearances when he is awake and able to do so, and then we'll probably start throwing Omni Toast in here as well, and then Jackman / Dr. Nemor, he can jump into voice chat on some episodes. This is all still in addition to the fact that we're going to have our guests and everything. So, but I do want the team to be involved with the podcast a bit more. We haven't, like, Jack has never been on here. Omni hasn't been on here yet. Guests are still absolutely going to be a thing. In fact, next week we have the return of Nick Schneider, 1206. His first one since my birthday, back in April. I will always remember that Nick was the guest on my birthday because that was the first time we ever did a podcast not on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was weird.
Do you think we should be able to set themes to events like SBR, Battlefield, World Tournament, LGE, Infinite History? I think they should just put all of the OSTs, since they're already in the game files, just put them in and then let us have like our own little in-game media player. And just, like, I want the Jiren OST as my main game screen when I log in. Like, when I'm sitting there just looking at the thing, I just want that this badass theme that we're listening to right now in my background all the time. But yeah, I think it'd be cool if we had like a media player in game. What do you guys think?
That would be really cool, actually.
Though most of the time I have the music
When
off,
will
just
the-
so I can listen to my music. Maybe
Moro.
that's none.
Oh, Moro, the guy from the manga. Sorry.
Yeah, you
They
can make
should
it happen.
actually-
That's never gonna happen.
They should at least implement like new menu music because the current one is so annoying.
Are y'all still here?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Play with the show by now.
No. I mean, we
Hi.
can if you want to. I mean, we are pushing the 2-hour mark at this point, which is roughly the normal length of a podcast for us. I actually thought we were going to be out of here like 48 minutes ago, but then we started talking about fast food and shit.
I mean,
That's literally what we do.
Right?
Well, we're still doing questions, and then
Yeah.
when are we gonna do like favorite units and stuff like that too for 6 months, or are we doing that in a later podcast?
we're gonna put all the panelists in the hot seat because Trevor's leaving after this episode.
We're going to, let's,
Hey, so I want to say something.
go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
So first off, I love you guys. Second, so another reason why I can't be on the podcast super often, why streams will be a little weird, is what we're having a little Isengard.
Ooh, congrats, man.
No way!
It's happening.
Holy fuck!
Yeah.
You
That's
son of a bitch! You waited until the podcast to actually say anything. I fucking hate you,
Yep.
Dude, that's,
dude. Holy crap!
there is no bigger adventure in this world.
Thank you.
Alex should know.
I do
We're
know.
good.
I think out of anybody here, Alex the only one who can understand that.
I know twice over, and it's been almost 2 decades at this point since I've known what the feeling, and every day it's good. So
But yeah, we're really excited.
dude,
Holy
I'm so
fuck,
happy
dude.
for you.
We've been, trying for years, and she couldn't. We were just thinking that she couldn't. Like it was just not gonna happen, and then all of a sudden, here we go.
Holy shit, dude!
Dude,
Congratulations.
that's it. That's the end of the show. We could literally
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Wait, no,
No,
we're
no.
done.
I feel like
we're,
at the end,
we're,
I feel like
we're
at the end
announcing a
of the-
new member to the Global Gang family right here. You
Like
know?
legitimately, brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously his name's gonna be Goku.
It's gotta be Boo. You know that.
Vegeta.
You know you're gonna call that kid Boo as like a nickname. Like
I'll just name him Boo or Baby. I mean, hey, baby.
it's gonna be your baby Boo.
Baby Boo.
Yeah,
Last name Boo, first name Majin.
Okay. So we're not actually gonna end the show on that. I did promise you guys we would go through and we would ask the questions. Test has already answered these questions when he was a guest on the podcast before he was a member of the team. So I should probably actually pull these questions up. You'd think after 6 months of asking these questions I'd have them memorized.
Yeah, I
Got it.
didn't see them in the show notes, and I was like, "What?"
Got it
Because we don't have
memorized.
Um,
Got it memorized, bro.
You would think that I would have.
Why do I feel like we've all answered these questions like on our first podcast ever? We definitely did.
I think we
we?
did.
I think we
Well,
did.
Kind of.
Fuck it, let's go again.
All right.
So let's see if anything changes. Let's see if we lied about our the first time.
So we'll start with Trevor, since this is your farewell show.
Oh god, here we go.
How and when did you get into Dokkan Battle?
Oh man, it was so long ago. No, it was the very last week of 4th anniversary. It was literally like a day before LR Baby's banner dropped with him in the GT trio. So I got to have a week of not having that, and then I didn't know what anything was, and I pulled Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Cell and Bojack, all kinds of dumb LRs. I had no clue what was going on, and but I tried to get Baby. I spent all my anniversary stones to try to get Baby, and I didn't get him. But yeah, ever since then, it was I just downloaded it because some somebody at work was like, "Hey, you like Dragon Ball Z?" And I was like, "Of course I like Dragon Ball Z." Yeah. And they're like, "Hey, you should play this game." And I was like, "All right, cool." And then I downloaded it, and I tried to ask him a lot of questions. And he got bored. He was like, hey, "Quit asking me all these questions. I don't know." And so I was like, "Fine, just learn on my own." And then I don't know, like I'll maybe been playing a game for like 2 weeks, and then I was like, you know what'd be fun? I'm gonna stream it just for the lulz, and then I never stopped. Here we are.
All right.
What a road it's been.
So, what is your current favorite unit?
Oh God. Let me pull my camera here. Okay. I probably think that my favorite unit is probably. Oh man, there's so many good ones, right? It's obviously not an STR. He's my favorite character in Dokkan, but he's not my favorite unit to play. I think my favorite unit is probably Bobby and Dabura, the LR, I think. Just because obviously they're a lead for my favorite category. I love their art. I like Dabura spits on you and impales you with a spear. It gets me, man. But yeah, I don't know. He's my favorite. I like him a lot, and I've been saving up on global this whole time to get him. So I'm excited.
And then, what new features or units would you like added to the game?
We need an LR food. I don't really care what, honestly. Just any LR food would be fantastic. I don't know why that's not a thing yet. Like, he's literally the main three. Like, that's it. That's Dragon Ball Z. It's 1, 2, 3, and everybody else has one. Damn, stupid. So he definitely needs one. I'd also like, obviously, friend system changes. I know we're all going to say that, but like the only other mod I use on Unit Dokkan, which I don't have it on JP, but I was doing my alt accounts and stuff. I'd have the Trident friend mirror, where you would just automatically pick your exact copy of your lead, right, and you'd have a team. It was super easy. It was way better. So we definitely need some updates to the friend system for sure. But other than that, I'd like to see more free-to-play friendly things. Like, obviously change the World Tournament to where you don't have to have a Broly all the time. That'd be cool.
And then the last question we ask all of our guests is, do you have any upcoming projects or videos you'd like to promote? I think Baby Isengard's a hell of a project to promote.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. I don't know. Other than that, so streaming will be significantly lower, especially in a few months. But as of now, full time, so it's going to be super, super low. So the new plan is, I used to stream basically every fucking day, but now it's going to be Wednesdays and Sundays for sure, and then whenever I can after 3. So
you can have the channel on Sundays, by the way.
Oh, okay, cool.
If you want to stream Dokkan on Sundays, because I usually don't stream on the weekends.
Well, there you go. So I might do that on Sunday. I don't know yet. I don't really know what the new schedule is officially. I just know Wednesday I'm off. So I'm off Sunday and Wednesday. I'll do something for that. But other than that, I did record my Broly team video yesterday, but I hate it, so I'm gonna redo it. So yeah, other than that, I've been working on some just like overlay changes and trying to get a bit more active. I got the stream avatar thing, and you guys are aware, but I got the stream avatar stuff that I'm working on, trying to make that more engaging. So hopefully the stream will just be a lot more fun.
I have one more question that is not part of the questions that we normally ask. Just because I want to know.
A bonus question?
A bonus question just for you.
Okay.
I know that you're going to love your child regardless, but would you prefer to have a son or a daughter? Boy? I got 2.
Yeah. I think, because I'd be able to. Girls suck.
He's like, I don't want to sit there cleaning a shotgun on my porch in 16 years.
Yeah, I just don't want to deal with any of that drama at all. So. Yeah, so preferably boy. Yeah.
Right.
We'll see.
Okay, so JMO,
Yeah.
how when did you get into Dokkan Battle?
All right, so kind of like I said earlier, in terms of me being a day one, back when Dokkan first released on Global, so what would that be, like 2015? I was on a Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 hype. I was playing that game pretty much nonstop, and I don't know why. Like I was just like in Tenkaichi 3, you really can't do anything. There's no like PvP. There's none of that, and I really enjoyed the game. Like it was fun playing with friends. And then one day, my brother comes along and he's like, "Yo, there's this new Dragon Ball Z game that just released, and it's out on mobile." And I was like, "Wait, there's a mobile game?" I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm not gonna like this fucking shit. I don't even like playing mobile games." And a week later, after its initial launch, I was like, "Okay, you know what? Fine, I'll try it." So I downloaded Dokkan a week after its initial launch, and then I played it. I was like, "Okay, this is cool," and then I stayed on it. I got hooked almost immediately into Dokkan. I don't know what it was about it. I don't know what kept me going into the game. And this is like, before pretty much anything was out in Dokkan. Like I went through the story mode. It's funny because I'm someone who hates the hell out of Dokkan story mode. But when I first started, I was like one of those few people who never skipped any of the dialogue. Like I was reading every fucking like quest mode, and I was interested in the story, and then I got hooked ever since. But we're here now, and I have a very different outlook on much of the game than when I first started. Like I honestly thought I was gonna hate it. Like I told my brother, I was like, "Yeah, you can play the game, sure." He played it day one, and then he got rid of his account, and then he's kind of on and off with Dokkan now. He's not as engaged as I am for someone who started a week after he did. But yeah, that's pretty much when I got into Dokkan.
All right. And your current favorite unit?
Oh, honestly, it's probably still Physical LR Gogeta. I'm pretty sure in the time where I first said this, I did say Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but it's mainly the art of Goku that I like. It's not the Full Power category. It has nothing to do with that, because honestly, like, the Full Power category is kind of bad. But, or at least in my account, it's pretty. But I say this a lot because it's true. Like Fusions, Patara, and Realm of Gods were like my first 3 fully completed category teams, minus the fact that they add new units to the categories. But like my Fusions team was my first completed category for something that I was accepting of. Like there was no other unit to me that I would want in that team. So Physical LR Gogeta is definitely holding that title for sure for now. Obviously, if I were to go non-LRs, Strength Transforming Goku, bite me. I know people say he's a trash unit. I fucking love that card because Namek Saga is my favorite saga in the entire Dragon Ball Z series, and it's just so fucking badass to see him transform. The transforming art and just the rage. Yeah, dude, people do. Believe it or not, people say that card is absolute dog shit. I don't see it personally. I think he's a really good unit. Takes a while to build his defense, sure, but overall, like, the unit just looks badass, and it brings back like my inner '90s kid Anthony J mode, like out just looking at his card art, see him transform, go to Super Saiyan and shit. So non-LR would definitely be Strength Transforming Goku, who I put my sticker on. So
right on.
His Super Saiyan form was really good.
It is. That's why I put it on there anyway. So I was just like, okay, I know his like. SSR doesn't look that good. Fuck it. Or his TUR, technically, right?
Yeah. Well,
his TUR for
his
transformation.
TUR doesn't look that good in general, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And then, any new features or units you'd like to see added to the game?
All right. Meme
review added to Dokkan. Let's do it.
Junior, dude.
Yeah, Garlic Jr.
Where the fuck is our Garlic Jr.? Like, can I just put Bandai in the dead zone until they give us a Garlic Jr. unit? Like, please. I really want to see a free-to-play Spice Boys, like, farmable fucking unit. Just give us a dead zone story event where we can farm all the Spice Boys and a Garlic Jr. In terms of features, Better World Tournament, like Trevor said, we're pretty much all on a agreement with that. There's not anything else I'd rather see. Like, Dokkan's just constantly updating, this update that we literally just got is proof that Dokkan is not going anywhere anytime soon. So, like, I don't know, things I'd like to see, maybe a skip stage for stages that you've already cleared. Maybe you can just, like, do a kind of like a skip stage for longer farms like Prime Battles. I think with, like, Prime Battle LRs, it'd be a lot easier to just get, like, an autocomplete where it'll give you, like, a percentage of, like, whatever medals you could obtain. So, like, maybe if you do, like, an autocomplete for like one round, you have the chance to get like either the 5, 7, 10, 15, or 20 medals, and then just keep doing that, and so you don't have to go through the entire like lengthy event that Prime Battles are. That'd be one feature I think would be somewhat cool, but it also defeats the purpose of Dokkan being the grind game that it is. But I still think it would benefit for the longer events like that. As long as it doesn't like, you know, get integrated with like, you know, Super Battle Road, Infinite Dragon, History of Legendary Goku event, because obviously those require you to actually do stuff. But like for Dokkan Fest, or like not Dokkan Fest, for like Prime Battle LRs, maybe some story events as well. An auto complete feature would be nice. Just saying, but not for like Dokkan events, not for like Easy A's event list, like mainly just for like the stories and like Prime Battles. That's pretty much it.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
And then go ahead and shamelessly promote.
All right, let's go. No promotion.
No promotion.
There you go.
What's your normal streaming schedule?
Everyone knows my stream schedule. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 11 to 2. Lately, it's been ending at 1 because my PC constantly has this overheating thing that it's been doing lately, where like my game just completely stops running. I don't know why. It was actually happening during the podcast today. Apparently, my Chrome and Discord were running at like 100% my CPU disk. So I don't know why, but that's what it was doing. But yeah, pretty much every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 to 2.
Right on. And then let's move on to Tystra.
Yeah, hi. How's it going?
How? So, how and when did you get into Dokkan Battle?
So for me, it was around the time when AGL Super Vegito came out,
Fuck
and I did one summon and I pulled him after
Fuck
But that was my first account, so I don't have that account anymore. What's funny is, I found that account, and when I was giving away accounts, I said, you know what? Here's a retro Tystra account. Whoever wants it, I'm gonna give it away, and I gave that account away to somebody.
Aww.
But yeah, so I heard about it from a buddy. They were like, yeah, there's a Dragon Ball game, and I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. And at the time, like, I was back into my, you know, Pokemon phase of just playing Pokemon stuff all the time. So I was like, you know what, it'd be nice to relive a little bit of this part of my childhood with Dragon Ball Z. And the moment I started playing was the moment I was just like, oh, this is awesome. But then after a while, I was like, I'm kind of bored. I'm not into the whole aspect of, you know, getting these stones to summon and get shit, you know. So I stopped. Then around third year, my buddy's like, yeah, I've been playing Dokkan forever, and he showed me his account, and I was just like, they added so much. Where's AGL VB or Vegito? He goes, oh, that card? Oh, it's trash now. And I went and looked through, and I was just like, they added a lot. And I went in and started, you know, summoning again, and you know, during that celebration, I pulled, I think it was 3 LR Vegetos, 2 LR Gogetas. So that was fun.
Nice.
And then there went my bank account.
Yeah. Also, for full disclosure for chat, by the way, I don't actually hate Tystra, even though he did pull a unit I spent $400 for and didn't get him when he first came out. Wow. Just saying. I don't hate Tystra at all. Just letting you guys know that.
No, me and JMO, we tight.
So what is
if
your
I could have
favorite
given
unit?
Well, my current favorite unit is STR Cooler. I mean, he's just so good, and you know, Cooler's my favorite movie boss. So it's just one of those things that, you know, it's always going to be one of my favorite units. When it comes to, you know, other favorite units, obviously Tech Godku is, in my opinion, it's an underrated unit. I think he's so good. I love using him whenever I get the chance. And then AGL Khalifa, and now she's getting her EZA. I think that's a great card. And AGL Rose, just I love him.
Did you use him in the new Easy area though? That's the question.
Yes, I did. I actually streamed the entire Easy area with him.
Good.
Yep, he was fantastic. I love my baby boy.
All right, and then as far as new features or units that you'd like to see added to the game?
It's actually changed for me. I am a big proprietor of Peppy Gals being overpowered. So I want a either 150% or 170%
Dude, right.
Chilai.
Oh, Chilai
I want-
specifically.
Yeah, Chilai to be the Peppy Gals, because Chilai, I think, does deserve a unit at this point. With her being a part of the Broly movie, and as big of a part as she did have in that sense. I think that she, at least deserves a card, and it would be a great way to introduce a higher percentage, Peppy Gals lead. That and obviously LR Garlic Jr., but, that's the normal go-to. LR Garlic Jr. just needs to happen. And I also said this to people yesterday in stream too. If Pui, and Yakon can have at least one card represented for them, and they were in only one, maybe 2 episodes each, why the fuck does Garlic Jr. not have a goddamn card when he had a movie and an entire mini arc?
I agree.
Come on now.
I absolutely agree.
Like, if it was just the movie, I could be like, okay, I kind of get it. But he also has a fucking mini arc, whether it's canon or not. It's there.
Right.
And in fact, Para Brothers. Let's get.
Fuck yeah, dude. I support Para all day long.
And then when it comes to new additions to stuff, like the obvious go-to now is Friend System. It needs to be updated. That and World Tournament, they both just they're so outdated. They're so just disgusting that they just need to be revamped. And this skill link upgrade is a sign of possible things to come. We might see that. I don't know.
Easy way to disconnect the Dokkan community is just remove the friend system and add the mirror leader skill thing. I'm just gonna be honest. Because then it's like, if you're using a mirror to mirror your own leader skill, you technically will never use a friend support. Yeah. So having technically a friends list in your Dokkan would be pointless.
Yeah.
Which don't get me wrong, I like the idea behind having like a mirror feature, because you feel like you can't trust other units. Like if yours is stacked, like you put active, you put like your skill orbs, you did your hidden potential, you leveled up all their like link skills with the new update that JP has. Like just assuming, right? Having a mirror version of your exact unit, you will feel like is more trustworthy than someone who may have just been like, okay, I'm brand new to the game, but I already got LR Gogeta with like 3 dupes. Let me open the 2 wrong paths and then get 1 bottom right path unlocked. Because no one, for some reason, I see that so much, where people will not open top left and top right if they got 2 dupes. They always open the top right and bottom right, which makes no fucking sense. I'm gonna be honest and just say that.
All right, and Tice, your shameless promotion, my man.
Well, my normal stream days are Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays. This week there probably won't be a stream for today. There's not going to be a stream until later tonight. We'll be starting out with Halo MCC for about 1 to 2 hours, depending on who shows up. And then we'll be going into Destiny 2 on the PC, because me and my buddies have a couple of things that we got to do. And then Sunday will probably be when I bring back up Dokkan. I think I could say this because I think me and Rev talked about it. We just got to hash out the details and such. We're going to be doing a dual summon on Rose and Broly when they come out on the Legendary banner. So
very nice.
Are you prepared for Rev to just outshine the Chevy with his made mad?
Dude, you know what? You know what? Here's the thing. I'm banking on a fluke for me. And I think Kevin said it the best from The Office. When you go fishing for a fluke, because the fluke is one of the most common fish out there, chances are you just might get it. So I'm gonna say that this time around, the power of positivity is gonna come through, and I'm gonna get me either Rose or that Chilai booty.
Like how he calls it Chilai booty.
Let's
Yeah,
be honest, that's all that card is. It's the card that gave Chilai her own asset. Let's go. Come on. It's but yeah, I digress. Anyway, but yeah, and then also as just a regular plug, the stream room that people see during my streams is going to be completely changed by next week, hopefully. There's going to be a lot of different stuff, and we're going to be showcasing the room in probably a room tour. I would like to do a room tour and, do that for my YouTube. Yeah, kind of a vloggy thing, but I don't really have a camera, so it'll be one of those things that'll be weird.
Holy shit, dude. Side note, Stream Elements merch store now has a super extra large gaming mousepad.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Oh, I have merch now too. I forgot about that.
Oh, reminder.
Pimp the merch.
I have merch now for the Streamy Poos. So
The Stream Poos.
for the Streamy Poos. Big shout out to JMO, because while I was on vacation, he was like, "Hey bro, I made you a logo." And gave me 2 logos. Right now there is actually a t-shirt and a sweatshirt of my glow
TD.
yeah, TD. TD. But there is the glows and there's non-glow. I'm probably gonna have the glows be a limited time. Only because of the fact that the glow is sick and it looks really good on those shirts. So I might have that as a limited time offer type of thing. But yeah, guys, the merch store is there. I'll plug it here in just a moment as soon as I can get my goddamn link, because I'm kind of retarded.
Hey.
While you dig up your links, I will interview myself. So, Alec. Yes, Alec. How and when did you get into Dokkan Battle? Sorry,
I'm not going to deal with
I
it.
had to do
Well, that's a great question,
I
Alec.
can't.
So,
I can't.
honestly, I got into Dokkan Battle about a month or two after it launched on Global, so back in 2015. Played pretty religiously, spent a crap ton of money between then and December of 2018 when that account got stolen. I quit for 6 months, came back July 13th of last year, and have been playing since. So
Collabed with me on my own stream.
Yep, and then created the Global Gang podcast. So that's pretty much my 5-year story right there. Glad I could wrap that up in less than a minute and a half. My favorite unit, honestly, right now, I think my favorite unit is it's still Cumber. Like, he's not the best. I like his art and I like his kit. Like, if free-to-play Cumber had pay-to-play stats, he would be one of the best units in the game, in my opinion. Just the get struck, so they lower the attack and defense. He gets the extra super attack. He stacks his attack and defense off of super attacks. I love it. Great kit. I just wish he had better stats. As far as new features or units that I would like added to the game, if we get all the meme options out of the way, where we've talked about Garlic Jr., we've talked about Dr. Wheeler, we've talked about all those meme things. As far as characters added to the game, I would like to see a Chilai. I would like to see a Lemo. I would like to see... Honestly, I want to start seeing Dragon Ball Heroes units. Like, just built into the game. I don't want it to be their own separate thing anymore. I want them in the general pool. I want Dokkanfest. I want LRs. I think Dragon Ball Heroes is probably the pathway for this game to continue making money, because the possibilities are literally limitless with Dragon Ball Heroes. Whatever ass pull you can come up with, it's in Dragon Ball Heroes. And if it's not now, it will be very soon. As far as any projects or videos that I'd like to promote, no, because I'm going on vacation after this episode. But I did kind of sort of do a face reveal on Twitter, so
I saw that.
I will scare the hell out of all of you. Ready? Let's do this. So this was 5 years ago. I was cosplaying Kingpin. That's why I'm bald. 5 years ago.
Hell yeah. Bald is beautiful, dude.
And this is me now. So there you go. There's your face reveal for everybody who wants to know what this old man looks like. I've got the gray and the beard to prove it. I'm an old dude. Let's move on.
Oh, you're fine. Knock it off.
Can you be my real dad?
I probably could. How old are you?
24.
I technically could, yes. I would be like really early in the game for me, but you know, I was
Still
active at
doable.
14.
Oh yeah, you've been fucking.
So, I believe Test is still AFK. He hasn't told me he's come back yet.
Test, are you
I'm
back?
Not so old. Yeah, no, I'm not really old, guys. I'm only 38. The whole I'm an old man thing is just the meme. I do it literally for the meme.
Inhale the memes, exhale the memes.
But yeah, guys, so what we're going to do at this point is I'm going to go through and I'm going to give the shout outs because I forgot last week because I'm a terrible host.
Aw.
So let's see here. Zayao, probably pronouncing that wrong, hosted.
Zayu.
Okay. PH Boyu also hosted. Rujo4 with the host. LGSS Broly RGSS has followed. It's the Poor has followed. Simon1566 has followed. Adrian_ZGZ has followed. Levi with the host. Damien006 followed. Street Fit followed. AMC Popcorn, which is really good popcorn by the way, has also followed. SSG Flame has followed. Gideon 00007 has followed. I've Blexed has also followed. Wurton437 followed, and just a few seconds ago, Galvanix376 has followed. Thank you guys for the support. We greatly appreciate it, and welcome to the Global Gang.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Trevor's Microwave. Yes, gotta shout out Trevor's Microwave for making the appearance. So what we're gonna do now is we are gonna toss this over to a small Dokkan streamer. I literally found this guy by sorting the list of English Dokkan streamers by viewers lowest to highest. So we are going to raid. Oh, sorry, I had it all set up before and then I copied something else. Let me get the name again. Devin.
GGP.
So we're gonna raid Devin. Devin Master 982. That is who we are raiding, guys. So send love over to our boy Devin. Next week, our guest is Nick Schneider. Tystra will be hosting next week because I will be in Florida. I will still be on the show. I don't know if I will be in the entire episode, but I will be here for at least the beginning of it. So give some love to Devin, guys. And there's probably not going to be a whole lot of content on the channel this week unless one of these guys want to stream some gameplay because, like I said, I won't be here. So we will see you next week, guys.
Yeah, take care.
See you guys.
Hi, Trevor.